Podcast. Read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All these sponsors ready, the big steps ready, the internet above the up. Welcome to the Friday, Hey Arima,
Hey Digo,
hey Brooklyn,
Big up Canada,
hey Caroline,
Down in Tobago,
Shady Life, UK London, Shady Life, everybody the Shady Life. Why?
Friday in the place.
Random singing.
Friday in the place.
Take your phone on.
Shady Life,
Hey dog,
Shady Life, Debbie, Shady Life,
Patrina,
Shady Life, Jacksonville, Shady Life,
Todd, Shady
Shady Life, Sadie and Joanna, Shady Life,
everybody just Shady Life. Friday,
and
line, start the show.
Babla people like you know.
The new stuffed crust cheddar flavor has a stuffed crust covered in cheese, now loaded with an irresistible cheddar flavor inside and out. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Pizza. Pizza.
Hey, Don. You think Alyuh will play with me?
I don't know. She doesn't really play with anybody.
I know what I'm gonna do. Wait, where are you going? $40, $50, $60, $70, 90. That's enough.
Hi, good day. Welcome to Little Caesars.
Can I get a large pepperoni pizza, please? Here you go, Alyuh. The best for being the best.
Love is pizza. Affordable, delicious, always ready. Little Caesars. Real value, real taste.
Oh, you don't want pizza?
Yes! Bro, how do you know Little Caesars is your favorite?
Because Little Caesars is everybody's favorite, Eden.
Pizza.
Maddie's Mini Mart and Pluck Shop, located on Southern Main Road, California. We are your one-stop shop for grocery items, vegetables, frozen goods, meats, and much more. We are also open 24/7 for your convenience. Check us out today.
Little Caesars Fantastic 4-in-1. 4 different topping combinations, 1 delicious pizza.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. No matter what.
Get a fantastic 4-in-1 pizza at a fantastic price, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
What if your vision could become a real actionable plan? At Minding My Business Kingdom Academy, we help you make it happen. Our mission is empowering minds, releasing destiny. You'll experience hands-on coaching with the Gated Dominion system, a unique framework for success. Unlock practical strategies in our wealth and business workshops. Find clarity and restoration through counseling and inner healing sessions. Explore our signature courses in biblical economics and personal development, and discover life-changing reads in our bookstore. This is where faith meets finance, and your vision takes flight. Ready to empower your mind? Welcome to a space where healing, wealth, and purpose converge.
The first one was new, exciting, and fun at the Little Cap Theater. The second one, you guys had a ball at the Cascadia Hotel. Bespoke Productions, TT, JD, and Nisa present Fry, Bake, and Lime Podcast, the event. 3. Come for the food. Come for the style. Come for the random singing. Come for the classroom. Come for the spicy relationship topic. And of course, come for the fry, bake, and lime. And what is a lime without karaoke? We got that too. Liming with us for the night is Ansel Valley and Michelle Sylvester. Limited early bird tickets are $200, food inclusive. Get your tickets online at islandetickets.com or call 724-4249. It's all happening at the Kaiso Blues Cafe. August the 9th. Let's make it a date. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Pod starts at 7:30 p.m. sharp. Hosted by Selected JR. This event is for mature audiences only. No children allowed. Fry, Bake, and Lime Podcast. The event 3. Sponsored by Little Caesars, King's Lounge Barber Spa, Clinical Media, and Maddie's Mini Mart and Poultry Depot.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry, Bake, and Lime, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Everybody can share the light. Where?
Fry, Bake in the place.
Random singing.
Fry, Bake in the place.
Well, take your phone and
share the light.
Arriba.
Share the light.
London.
Share the light. I say share the light.
Mova.
Share the light.
Beat up.
Share the light.
Everybody just share the light. Everybody just share the light.
Fry, Bake.
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 Fry, Bake. Fry, Bake. Fry, Bake. Wait. Is it me? Hold on. It's me or this song get higher, boy? I swear it get higher, baby. It can't be me.
I will talk to you after.
It can't be.
I will talk to you after.
What do you think it is?
I will talk to you after.
I'll try one more time.
Oh, so you're going to sing the whole song after?
No, I'm going to check my levels here. Can't be me, boy. Pin, number than one pin. It's the volume. It's my volume.
So the volume, I don't understand. So the volume making you not make the note?
Yeah. It's like when you go on stage and you're not hearing yourself.
Right.
You want to try it again?
No, thanks.
You try it again. Watch me this time, I'm going to make it. See everything done some Christian Curry. Like me pull up in a pot.
Fry, Bake. 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 Fry, Bake.
Line. You see that?
All right.
Catch it?
But you didn't make the high note yet?
Where?
Well.
Good. Let me see.
Wait.
Let me see.
Try to sing that whole thing over again?
Yeah, let me go.
Fry, Bake. 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 Come again. Fry, Bake. 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 good. All right.
I get it.
All right, okay.
I get my voice open, you see?
All right.
Come on, don't ramp it, man. What are you talking about? When you see August 9th reach, dread, some cut out.
My phone? Okay.
Cutting, so we have a compressor?
Okay. No, I get it.
When you see, you hear that?
No, I hear that.
All right. When you see August the 9th reach and I run outside, by then between now and August the 9th, watch me, my belly flat.
Oh God, find our next goal now because
my belly flat.
It's 2 years now you're trying to
I promise you, I bring the belly flat now here tonight.
Oh my.
You understand? Me, Jerry Dane Selle, aka JD, I am going to be the proof. When I see I run out on August the 9th,
So
I'm going
me,
and buy.
So about me.
But you good to
I
go?
have a little, no, I want to wear a tank top too, you know.
No, you good to go.
So I can't wear a tank top.
You could.
Like, thank you. So if you be back, I tank top in.
I'm coming out in a big gold chain. With abs. Well, with abs will take a little while, but I know my you see this pouch here?
Yeah.
Gone. You understand? 3 sessions. By the 4th session, I winded down to the ground.
You're whining too? Like, you don't,
No, but I wouldn't be
people,
whining.
you don't want people to come to the show?
No, I wouldn't whine, but no more whining days done, but
You're sure? Because I don't know, I don't understand. Yeah, this dream to just be something that you're not. I don't get it.
I used to whine, you know.
Yeah. As I used to.
Yeah, me and Eddie Charles. When you see the call up on traffic, I used to say, yeah, I mean, backflip. At that time, I do a roll backflip. I was like the male dancehall king, you know. Not the queen, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we have a packed show for you all this evening.
Yes,
of course, we're excited that, you all are here. Please, before we get into the business, one time, let me see how much of you all are sharing. Give me a little second here.
Miss Trini Styles says we inside. When I'm seeing Miss Applewhite,
let me go to the comment section.
She's here. Eddie Siobhan, what's up? He says China have abs selling. He could sponsor you something. Once it's that type of thing you're sponsoring, Siobhan, be good.
The real thing. Trust me. Hey, 16 boys, 16 shares. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. 600 views already. What? I know what that is, you know.
Try and label your things now. You're pressing all kind of thing. The Bible say a man, if you're unstable in one thing, you're unstable in everything. Label your what you call them thing there, your reactions, label it.
My samples.
Your samples.
Well, it's by color code.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's start the show.
So we thank you, right, for 16 shares. By the end of the night, we want to do 100 shares tonight. Welcome inside another edition of JD's Vlog. What's up? My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And this is the Fry Bake and Lime Show. Every single Saturday, 7:30 p.m. We are right here, but today's Sunday because yesterday we had a boat ride.
Praise on Water 2K 25.
Yeah,
It
had
was
a boat
real
ride
good.
yesterday.
It was good.
And it was awesome. So we want to say thank you for allowing us to shift the dates from the Saturday to the Sunday. Thank you to Little Caesars for being such a cool sponsor. I message them and say, Sue, we can't do it on the Saturday. We could put it on the Sunday. And she's like, JD, or they just continue to have a good time and they are pleased. So with that said, are you looking so
I bid.
Looking so nice, right?
Oh,
Look,
people might say, I remember there was a time when JD would always do this to me, right? And people know my response. So it had some people in the comment section, and they would say, "She was so grumpy." But it's not that grumpy, right? I feel like JD knows what I prefer that he doesn't do, and he will still do it in a way where he triggers me now, right? So he wouldn't just say, "Oh, good night, you look nice tonight, babe." He wouldn't do that. You're looking.
First of all, I don't do that.
It just be like that. It just be like that. So I just feel, oh Lord, Jesus, Father.
You don't miss the well until you don't miss the water till the well runs dry.
Let me tell you something about
relationships. Some women out there who wish the man could watch a man tell them that.
Let me tell you something about relationships. It's not about women out there wishing. It's about knowing who you're with and creating a life that is comfortable for them to live. Me and care what the person outside wants. If I have something here, we had a tail light to make here work. You understand what I'm saying?
Too loud? What about it? Tell me. No?
Drop it.
This one? Tell me when. All right, nice.
Yeah, right. You hear what I'm saying, right? So I am I'm a very calm, laid back person, and certain communication skills is be different.
Yeah, but you
for
have
me.
to know who you married to. You understand?
So I need to know who I'm married to, but you don't need to know who you're married to.
So what we gonna do?
But I just try to help you, but you don't listen to me.
So where the compromise then?
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
If you was looking a particular way,
You see? I don't.
you would have been begging.
I did. If you want to learn, you go learn. I done.
Who down in the comment section? Good evening. Ocean says preach. Ocean is one of your flag weavers as usual.
Miss Trini.
Miss Trini's in the building. Spice Girls in the building. All right. Let's get into the commitments.
Yes.
The 10 minutes inside. All right. We want to say thank you so much, Little Caesars. Again, this is their special for the movie Fantastic Four is coming out. Only in theaters, of course. Fantastic Four and Little Caesars in combination with, I guess, Fantastic Fours and the franchise. They present to you the Fantastic Four in one. Drop a bomb.
First of all, I didn't even know Fantastic Four was coming out. That the thing with the stretch, man? That the thing with it have
First of all,
4 superheroes and one of them is plastic and that one? Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay.
Iceman, Rockman, Stretchman, and then what do you kill a woman as well again? I think she's invisible.
I don't know,
Yeah, man. Anyway, so Fantastic Four, the movie is coming out, and they have the hot and ready Fantastic Four in one pizza. On this side, you have 2 slices that look like of just cheese. And then you have your pepperoni, because you have persons who just want cheese alone. They don't want no vegetables. They just, Ninja Turtles kind of vibes. They like the cheese alone. Then they have the pepperoni to share with someone who loves that. Then I see they have the burger meat with the pepperoni, and burger meat and pepperoni, which is one of our favorites.
But did you say the one with the pepper on it?
Oh, that is what this is. My
That's
bad.
what that
my
is.
bad.
What you thought it is?
I thought it was the burger meat, but this one
It's
is
jalapenos.
the hot yes, jalapeno.
I know you couldn't pronounce it. I was trying to embarrass you a little bit.
All right, Matara French taught all of us how to say that word. I know that if it's one thing she teach me is that. All right. So and then the other one is the 3 meat, 3 meat combination. So it's a combination of 4 in 1, so everybody could have their favorite in one pizza, and it's hot and ready. So what hot and ready means is, Little Caesars not like the rest of pizza franchises out there. The bad. You think? You just walk in, say, money, whole lot, bam. They say, yo, and they give you a pizza and you walk out, and it's hot, piping hot, as if you would have made an order. All right? So thank you to Little Caesars. Bear with us. We have a lot of commitments before we jump into the actual show, and we head across to our guests. This 2 hours is sponsored by, look at here, Alyuh. The time has come. Ladies and gentlemen, August the 9th. We did it one time. We did it again. You see the 3rd time? Papa, yo, this one is going to be off the chain. We're talking about Friday Online, the podcast event number 3. It's happening at Cafe Blues. All right. Special guest on the chair, like how we have our guest tonight, but the guest tonight on that night is Ansel Valley. Drop a bomb for Ansel and Michelle Sylvester. They're going to be on the chair. And I need help over here sometimes, Right, they're going to be on the chair. Also, it's $200. But it's not just $200. It's $200 food inclusive.
I think we should let them know, because when you tell people food inclusive, they think they're getting drinks as well.
Oh gosh,
no.
We didn't say food and drink. So
no, but it's all right. I'm saying, so you need to still read it out for some people. So there's a meal included, yes, but you're gonna have to buy whatever drinks you want.
Well, I mean, okay, yes. So it's not all. That means all inclusive, food and drink. So when you say food inclusive,
all I'm saying is, even when you write something down, you still need to break it down for
okay.
people.
All right. Okay. So it's food inclusive. Somebody done message me and they say, JD, We could bring, we pill out. You see, let me address some Christian people. This is just for all you, right? You know this podcast is for all different type of people. But my brothers and sisters in the Lord, let me just address all you, right? Don't come with your sandwiches. It's not that kind of, you're going out. Leave your sandwiches home with the zip bag, with the Ziploc. Don't come with your cheese paste. Don't come with your bowl of soup. Please don't come in no damn pilau and zabuka in no bowl to this event. Stay home. You know what they ask me? I say it's $200 all inclusive. They say, well, if they could pay $150 and bring the food, I said, it's $200 all here. You would have a menu where you could choose from what you want, and it's not going to be no puffs. I know they like puffs, you know, and currants roll and wing.
It's just currant roll. It's just currant roll. When I said that, it's not that I'm trying to.
You know what they tell you about correcting me
all the,
you know what they tell you about correcting me all the time.
But it's not you. Like, so if anybody knows me, I like with words, and I'm not saying I write all the time. So it could be anybody.
Yeah, but I don't like it to tell me. You remember I said, don't tell me what to say.
No,
everybody know what current rule is. Nobody, they say current rule.
All right. I will never correct you again.
No. Mm-hmm. No, but they understand what I'm saying. You just say current. You say current rule. You say current rule. No one says current.
Focus now, I'm just telling you.
Right. So I know you're accustomed to cheese puff in a box. And I'm not knocking, I'm just saying it's not that kind of event. You're not going to get that. You're going to get proper thing, right? Also, we're going to have karaoke. So it's $200 food inclusive. You're going to have karaoke, okay? So you don't have to worry about your meal. Yes, Nisa's correct. You buy a drink, okay? So, but let me just be very, 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 very honest with you. This is a mature audience event. Do not bring your child. It's not a gospel concert where you could bring your child and they're jumping up in front to pull nobody's foot. They will get bored because it's what we have here as the podcast, just a night of event and going out and that kind of thing. All right? It's happening at Cafe Blue. Let me give you a next disclaimer because I don't want nobody message me, right? This is it's not a church. It's a sports bar event. It has a bar. I am not going to tell the man to take all his alcohol off the shelves and put it away for you. If that is a stumbling block for you, now when you come in there, you know maybe you was an alcoholic and you get delivered. And if you see a white oak, you start to tremble. Don't come and try not to laugh.
I know
Jamark
is having his event there as well, and I'm sure he's not telling anybody to remove anything.
No, remember they just tell me to say close the bar and don't serve any.
No, I'm saying Jamark is having his event there, and most likely is in the same place. So I'm saying he's not going to tell the man move his stuff, but they're not going to sell the alcohol. I guess that's all.
Right. So this thing, anyway, you know what? I'll give you more information coming later. So I'm not going to tell you, man, to move the alcohol off the shelf if you know that you cannot be around, thing. Another thing is this. Last one. The karaoke that we're having is not a gospel karaoke. You're not going to have a list of songs that is Yolanda Adams and these things.
Actually,
what we would not permit is degrading music of profanity, and all of these.
So what if I want to sing Alone in a Room?
You could sing that.
But I'm telling you. So you
of course.
Talking, but
no. I just saying. You remember? I'm telling you what persons ask me. They say if the karaoke was a gospel karaoke, I said, what is that?
But if somebody wants to sing,
if you want to sing, of course you could sing that. But what they was trying to indirectly ask me if they would have secular music. And then I went down into the discussion of what is secular music. So it's not going to have degrading, nasty music about skank and how you... No, right? But if you want to sing a love song, like what? Find a nice love song for me. Find Find out. You just sing songs, man.
Oh God, you know when somebody asks you something, your mind is just go blank.
If you want to sing a Lauryn Hill.
I would like to get to know if I could be.
Nice.
Right.
Right.
Nice,
So,
nice
no?
things.
Right. So it's nice, clean, wholesome, fun. And lastly, men, when last you hold your wife and spin she around and give she a little dance? Huh? When last you do that? Some of the Christian men home is only church, work, thing, bap, thing. That is why you're finding your wife on stink and dirty. You're going through Instagram and she says she go on an all-night prayer, but no, you know where she gone? With voice and them. Big up voice every time. But what I'm saying is, right? Make some time for your wife, make some time for your spouse. Come up and, have something different to do. So this is what Fry Bacon Lime is. Because people been asking me, what kind of this and that and this? So I just answering. All right? So grown folks only, Christian people, if all in all itself, this one is not for you. It have more events down the road, Mark Isaac and Blessed and all of them. And Nisa just had one. Nisa had a nice thing. Nice thing. This is a nice thing too, but a different vibes. All right. So also, this hour is sponsored by Maddie's. Drop a bomb for Maddie's. Of course, he's located in California, and this is a one-stop shop when it comes to get chicken and you come to get your grocery items as well. And listen, let me tell you something. Duck, chicken, goat, every single thing, that man have it fresh. When we went down by Maddie's, it's chicken in the back and that kind of thing. So he don't go and he hide things there. Dealing with the chickens in the back and giving it fresh. Chicken in bag, hard beating, all kind of thing.
Yeah, you just mean fresh. The meats are fresh. All of that just to say that?
Chicken warm,
Lord of mercy.
Chicken warm. If there is the vibes, Maddie's, go and check Maddie's. He has one duck plus two chickens, 2 pounds for goat for $280. One duck plus one chicken. Look at that. Hey, $199, not even $200. One chicken plus a 2 pound goat for $99, my friend. And he has a big sale going on right now. So give him a call. The number is there, 744-1857 Southern Main Road, California. Big up to Maddie's. He's one of our proud sponsors for Fry Bake and Lime, the event number 3. You see this here? Tonight is also sponsored by the General Canora Bap and her all-natural weight loss products. She's in the building. We're going to talk to her in a little bit. This is me on the left, but that's not my picture there.
No, but once it's me, you say it.
That's not my picture there. Right? Stay locked on. Let me move this here. Stay locked on to my social media. Right? I'm going to show you a before picture of me. I could take off my shirt and show them a before and after, Nisa.
You can do anything you want.
I'm going to show you the before and after.
The word of God say all things are permissible, but is it expedient? Right? So you take off, man. You just take off. Just know that when you take off, I taking off too. Equal opportunity, equal rights. You taking off your jersey, I taking off mine.
Cool it now.
That's all I say.
There's no one to cool it, boy.
That's all I say.
This is the same person on the left here. Watch, man. On the left, the elephant trunk stretch. Watch it. And on the right, after 3 sessions, elephant trunk up in the air. It's the same person, You understand? We need to find out how long that this took. What's the procedure? What is what? We didn't want this person to just talk to us on the phone. She's here. She is our proud sponsor for this week, last week, and the week coming after. So she's in the building. We're going to talk to her in a little bit. But let me just let you know real quick. Bang. Watch me now. Watch your boy. New music. Watch me now. Oh, gosh. New music,
I find your leg a little open. And who direct that shoot there? Because I can't do that pose.
Well, it's a Rasta man in my heart. Eh?
Yeah.
I love the Lord. And
the next shoot I think I'll take that pose. You'll tell me how it work out.
Yeah. Anyway, I would love to play this song, but I don't want to risk tonight live because our particular guest, she just gets set up with these. So no karaoke tonight. I ain't playing for slips. So The Ugly Duckling, it's on all streaming and digital platforms. This is my new song. If you haven't heard it yet, after the live, head across to YouTube or your Apple or TikTok. And when you're putting up your music, only do me a favor. I want everybody inside of here. When you're putting up your music on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is, just type in GD, Ugly Duckling, and put my song in the background. Thank you so much. Hey, let's get into it. So we would not be able to do this stream every single week without our caregivers and our blessers. If you want to be a part of our blessing team to make sure that this live runs, because hey, we're using StreamYard and we're using the professional StreamYard. We have to pay every month. Right? We didn't let you know that, but we let you know. So this is our Republic Bank account, and persons use it. Thank you. We appreciate you. If you're in the tri-state area, New York or America, we have our Cash App. That comes directly to us as well. $ Cash App, $ JD's Vlog. And for those outside of the states, this is our PayPal. All right. We have more sponsors, but that's for the next hour. Now we're going to talk to our special guest, and then we're going to get into tonight's topic. But let me get you a bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably seen her on viral videos. Let me see how mic check there. You there?
Yes, I hear that.
Yeah, you've probably seen her on viral videos.
There you go. Doing things that was getting probably last time, you know. Calling people prayer warrior, and it's just 2 times a year.
No, she did have a viral video.
But
she had a fish in her.
You just listen to what I tell you, eh?
When it comes to nails, she is super legendary. And she said, nails, take a back seat. I want to do something new. One time, somebody had her nails with a shark in it. Or a guppy, one of the two. We'll talk about that later on as well. All right, on a serious note now, we have young entrepreneur and businesswoman Kenora. She's in the building. Make some noise for her. Yeah. She's here, Alyuh. Her whole squad is here. Her support team is in the live. She's here. What's up, Kenora?
I am blessed.
Bring the mic towards you a little bit more then. Nice.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
Bap. Forward first. Fry bacon and lime afterwards.
You don't know. Let me get into the bap. Why bap?
Bap started when I was in the hospital for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And by getting released, the Lord told me He's taking me from being there to go and help people. I mean, every morning when I awoke, it always was a somebody bag getting zip up.
Whoa.
Serious.
Yes. We as Christian people and people in the world, we take our temple for a joke. I noticed that while spending time in the hospital there, they're doing several tests on me and they can't figure out what's wrong. As I went to Dubai and when I came back, that was it there with me. All kind of madness was happening.
Wow.
And the Lord was really speaking to me. He said, when I take you from here and I send you back out there, it's really to help His people. Because most people, as GD say, it's from church, then home, that kind of thing. But really and truly, they're not taking care of the temple. You're doing God's work, but yet you're still lagging in doing God's work because you're so tired, overwhelmed. And the reason being is because of whatever you're inserting into your body.
Right.
And that is where BAPAP started from.
Raise the volume on her mic.
On her mic? Let me see.
Just a little bit. Thanks, Rhonda.
Oh, you there? Talk now. Get my mic check there.
Aye.
Nice.
Right, let me know if she's better, Rhonda. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's how it started.
Yes.
All right. Well, as I said in the intro, I met you doing first nails. You still do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you need nail industry.
Everything, cosmetology.
Oh, cosmetology.
Yes.
All right. So talk to us about, I had this poster up here. All right. What's the name of your new venture? What's the name of the company? Talk to us about this.
All right. So this poster that you're seeing here is a competition to motivate women right now. The competition is literally allowing you to win $5,000. This is how it goes. So I know you're all trying to say it says BAP summer body. I didn't say the whole thing, but it's a summer body competition. And it's simple. All I ask you to do is just get the product, which is all natural, every single thing, every ingredient in it. You're doing that for the month of June. And by July, which would be on my birthday, God spare, July the 5th, we're going to post it before and after pictures. The most likes wins that $5,000.
So, okay. $5,000?
Five cash.
It's too late for me to enter. So June done day.
Yeah,
But Bab works literally in 2 weeks, eh?
Okay,
Yeah,
vibes.
3 days to 2 weeks max to getting results.
Okay.
All right, so let me slow this down.
I want to ask a question before.
Go ahead.
Right? So you are a believer.
Yes.
All right.
child.
And to hear you say that you are in the cosmetology field, it is almost like an oxymoron because we have, it may not be a very big conversation, but it is a conversation, because a lot of people believe, without saying it sometimes, that paying too much attention to the outer temple could fall in the category of vanity, idol. Yeah, So how do you merge the two?
Well, from God just telling me this is where my ministry is. Meeting a lot of young women who are going out and preaching, and Nisa, they are the ones who are ministering to people, but nobody's ministering to them. And it's true, by coming by me and doing those stuff that we get to do some breakthroughs,
right?
And they got ministered to.
There you go.
So it combines.
Right.
And I try to tell people this, Nisa, God maths and human maths never maths.
Yeah, that is it.
It never maths.
I got you. I might use that on video tomorrow.
God maths and
God
human
maths and
maths
people match, don't match.
never maths.
Never maths. Never maths. Bap.
Listen, I want to bring it back to the 2 weeks and 3 week scenario of this session. So what is it? Is it something that I rub on my stomach? Is it something that I take? How often do I take? Talk to me.
Right. So what you are seeing, what the flyer, the picture that you have there, that's 3 sessions.
This one here?
Yes, that's not 2 weeks or nothing like that. That's literally in a week and some days. You get like that. Believe it or not. Yeah, it's hard to believe, right?
Yeah, because this person belly on the left bigger than mine. A little bit. You understand?
It's not bigger than me.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So walk us through the process. I come to you
First,
and you watch my belly and you say, oh, what's the process?
All praise to God again. What he has given me is an eye to see his temple. So what I will do for Nisa will not work for you.
Okay.
You come in and you do a consultation, and we understand that you are not doing this to fit in no dress. We are not doing this to please nobody. We are doing this to get better, for you to live longer, for you and your generation to be better. You understand? Because most people tend, as Nisa said, to see about the outside. So I don't see about the outside alone. We see about the inside. Because JD, I can shape you and fix you, but still the temple is not fixed.
I like that.
Not clean.
And
Not
of
clean.
course,
I like it.
right? So we also deal with the inside. Unfortunately, it's mostly the outside pictures. If you go on the page, I have women whose stomach reaching by their knee, covering their body parts, and with little,
and you pull her back in.
Yeah, JD, go on the page.
So it have hope for me because watch me. I want to put back on a particular shirt I have inside, and I can't wear it.
And that's it.
No, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand about the temple, about the development spiritually inside and outside. But can I be really real? I want my belly to go down. I want it. No, and I don't have problems. I don't have no issues with staying off of bread and whatever. So this is my next question. This is with here. This we watching here. This without exercising. That's what you're saying.
She didn't exercise like that, but within starting with her first session, she just pulled back on eating certain stuff because I explained to her, when it is doing these things, you have to refrain. Not all the time we need to eat bread. That's what they're putting us to tell us. You need bread and cheese, bread and such. No, you don't need bread.
Okay.
What you need is water.
Okay.
What you need is fasting. The body itself feeds from itself. I learned that in the hospital. Yeah? So it does work, JD. And what it is I do with them, JD, is tell them, get something that cannot fit you and just give me, with using the product I'm talking about, within 3 days to 2 weeks max. We're not going over that. Yes.
I'm going to put something. I'm going to put something.
Nisa, stop that.
Me stopping you from doing nothing. You know what I realized in this life here? I need to know my place. I know my place, and my place is in my place. Somebody is asking, what are the ingredients in the product? Can you tell some of the ingredients?
No problem. I don't mind. So some of the ingredients let me start with the the starch. It includes the shea butter.
Mm-hmm.
It also has coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
It also has peppermint and etc.
All right. And okay, so that's the snatch. That's
Right.
different from
The serum.
So there's a serum.
Yes.
Right.
The serum is what you fell
I
in
had
love
the
with.
serum, yes.
Right. You see that?
It's not looking bad.
Nah, it ain't looking bad at all.
Right,
But
so-
bend down. What we just do is let them bend down, Lisa.
Bend down
I
like
know-
if
I
you
know
go and
what.
tie your shoes.
Yeah.
I can't bend. Right, so I can't wear this no more
Uh-huh.
because people is just start to point at my belly and right now. Let me show you my ultimate.
He's not stopping.
I have a pants on the ball. I ain't ready for that. We gotta keep it clean. So yes, you were saying.
Right. So the serum itself includes coconut oil.
Right.
It also includes oh gosh, sorry. Why do I forget this? Oh, sorry, my head go blank. Oh my gosh.
It has happened. Coconut oil.
Yeah, just now and niece. I don't want to mix it up because it's more than nah.
If you make me go back on this one,
Oi, hey.
you see if you make me
Look
go
at
back on
breast.
this,
No.
you sell off. If you make me put this back on, watch me.
Oh my
We
god.
get through.
Hey,
Breast outside too.
Shady, you stayed in this show in the shirt, yeah?
I can't stay in it, huh?
It is distracting. I seen a little what cup is that you seen there? Kenora? I seen a
That
little
ache.
ache. Hey, it's the comment section here. I don't know if you're seeing
Yeah,
it.
they're live.
The TV on there, right?
Yes,
It's-
it is. Mine's in the comment section. It's so
Listen,
fine.
somebody say I scream out my chest. My ears get a little warm there when I see the Avengers shit. If that's not a good look, JD, at
But you
all.
can get me. You
That's
can
my
get me the one
clients and
before.
them.
The second one, right?
Hi, ladies.
Okay.
Nice ladies on.
Oi.
All right, I own it.
Listen to me.
I own it. I own it.
Yes, you're right. I was talking to Kanara about the
Go ahead.
ingredients in the serum.
Mm-hmm.
You remember now?
Right. So, the coconut, the joba,
Uh-huh.
oh gosh, well, it have a word. I've been honest. I don't even know it. The oil itself is the India. In India, it does use a lot. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting it? It's a very strong pungent.
Well, don't stress yourself.
I remember.
Somebody was asking if you apply the both products topically,
No, we don't. You're using the cream in the morning
right?
and the serum at night. So what goes on with the cream? The cream itself activates whatever fat that needs to be broken down.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to exercise. If you go on my page, Lisa, 3/4 of the women on the page has never exercised, never even changed the diet.
Oh wow.
Talking
Got
about
these results.
Talking about exercise, I'm gonna say good night and drop a bomb to Kay from my job. She's in the building. Kay, watch me. You will get sick of me. I don't even need to exercise as much, but I still love exercising. I like walking and things, but I think when you reach my age, it's like, oh gosh, you know?
Yeah, it's harder. And as I am perimenopausal, so losing weight has been tough. And around my midsection too, even on my legs, I'm like, what is going on? Like something is happening with the cells and the hormones in my body. So when he said that you were coming, I know I used your product for a brief moment before, and I did see results, but I did not continue. You know, so it's good to literally have your back. See that you still continued, you continue in, you have clients that are consistently bringing
All
more
praise
people
to
into the
God,
fold,
yes.
and that your products work. That is
Yes.
important.
Speaking of age, there may be persons who in their 60s. Is there an
JD,
age limit?
No, my oldest client is 75, and if you see her body on the page, that her husband started to follow her by me.
Oh,
Papi park outside because she kept saying she's going to do facials, but he's seeing that she's coming in nice. That sister is she joined what salsa class. Yeah.
Oh, she's saying no.
Yeah, if you see the outfit.
What?
Yeah.
Listen, I tell you something. The way people is harass me about my core area, if you get me down, you had to make me the face, a brand ambassador.
I believe so.
Yeah, you get
I need
through.
to job this bap here for you guys, and then the next 2 weeks we'll come back and show them.
All
How
right.
about that?
yeah, because actually having you here and listen in the flesh is such a different experience. It kind of I kind of bring everything back to a scriptural experience at the end of the day too. You know, it's like hearing people talk about God versus having your own relationship with Him. You know, somebody saying, "Hey, I just use this," versus talking to the person who make it, and that kind of it's a different experience. So I outside of the $5,000 prize, I think it's good to invest in your friends as one, and I think it's good to invest in yourself. So I think that is part of the investment that needs to happen tonight and moving forward. You know, so. Yeah.
Quick question. Someone is asking, can you eat and drink your products?
Well, we have those that we can eat and drink, yes, but not the cream and serum.
Okay.
So we have a 7-day detox, and I also have a mixed nuts for them. Because before I do anything with anybody, though I may be different from everybody else, I see what works with me. And I don't know, God has just direct me, as I said. Human maths and God maths never maths. So while doing it, I see difference. Because with me, JD, I am 3 months. I now had a baby. And I had a C-section. Everybody's telling me, Kenora, what you do your body? The Lord said that this and also is why it is I have this product with you. Because everybody keeps saying, just like JD, in 3 days to 2 weeks, you get them results. My husband had to tell me, like, you trying to win back that 5,000 because your body done snatch back already. It literally, when it is I posted my picture, everybody like, Kenora, that is really you. And it's like, they can't believe the product is working so fast.
I'm on it because you see August the 9th, when you see you come out for Friday, when you see you come out for this, right? No, let me start it from here. This could be me here, right? On the left and on the right, that could be me in the male version. Yeah, because I sit down here and I pull in my stomach real plenty for this picture. That's why I wear plenty black, you know.
And yeah, I want black.
Yeah, you could catch me in a white jersey. If you could make me go back in a white vest.
I'm telling you, we will be back here, yes. Next 2 weeks, God spare.
I'm going back to white vest and gold chain, you know. I tell you. Of course, Cicely says, JD's vlog start tonight and leave the roti alone.
We haven't had a roti in a while, so I think we're good. We ain't too bad with the diet, people. So Carissa Marcel is in the chat. I'm guessing she's one of your clients.
Of course.
Bap, the best fire flames and all of that. Somebody's still saying your volume is low, but
I don't know why.
Fine.
Yeah, we're hearing her clearly, and then the mic straight up to her.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're good. I think you're good.
Is this product shipping outside of TNT?
All praise to God, it's worldwide. And my product is all over right now. I have people reaching out. Yes, it's all praises to God where that is concerned. So yes.
All right. So I guess Kayla, is that one of your clients too?
Yeah, I believe it. Most of them are on right now.
All right,
Hi,
so
Kayla.
clients, yeah, what's going on? Only come back here next week Saturday. Clients only come back. BAP is going to be at our event. You understand?
Yes, I will be. Husband and myself.
You're done not talking about event before we go to the topic, because we have a whole show tonight earlier. So guess what? I want to say good night and thank you to Dr. Ian Cummins. That is Minding My Business Kingdom Academy.
Not
right?
minding my business.
This is supposed to be the next hour, but I'm going to bring it now because we're talking about it. It's Minding My Business Kingdom Academy. And this place and initiative is by Dr. Ian Cummins. And it's when preparation meets opportunity, purpose is fulfilled. So when we go to the break in a little bit, pay attention to this advertisement. And I'd say it's a place like Starbucks, but for businesses and council and that type of environment. So that's right up my alley. If you're an entrepreneur or you have a business and you're looking for a business coach, this could be your vibes too, because we are in business, but sometimes just like school, you know how to read, you know how to write, but you will need a teacher and you would need courses to really advance what you're into. So he's an excellent business coach. And guess what he say? Man sponsoring. Company is sponsoring $1,000. $1,000 to the livest audience member on August the 9th. Watch me. It has somebody on work. Right? Makiba. You know Makiba, you might tell for the if Makiba, but she ain't gonna be here. If Makiba was here, I would have just say give Makiba the $1,000, because she would have just come and walk on she hand, bust her wine, bust her split, and start to make noise and wave her flag. But so Makiba's not gonna be here. K might be there, but K shy, so she ain't gonna do that. Makiba not gonna be here, so you might have a chance to win $1,000 August the 9th for Fry Bake and Lime, the event.
Leslie is saying, I'm so proud of you, Kenora. God less. I'm guessing this is another one of your clients.
All right, so we ready to jump into the topic?
Let's jump into the topic.
Or don't go nowhere. We have a whole packed show tonight.
We also have another guest coming in after the first hour.
And but Conor is going to stay with us straight down to the end of the show, all right? If you're new here, some of you all might be new. This podcast is about, exciting relationship topics, karaoke, fun, music, and all of that. And the comment section, we don't hold bad. All right, let's get into.
Hold on, before we go into the topic, the second guests are saying that they're here, so I think you should probably play.
Can we go to the break?
Anything you could say, yeah, while we get them outside.
Let's go to early break. All right, so we'll be back right after this, guys. Don't go nowhere.
The new stuffed crust cheddar flavor has a stuffed crust covered in cheese, now loaded with an irresistible cheddar flavor inside and out. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
No, I serious. All right, guys, this is the ad I'm talking about. Pay attention.
What if your vision could become a real actionable plan? At Minding My Business Kingdom Academy, we help you make it happen. Our mission is empowering minds, releasing destiny. You'll experience hands-on coaching with the Gated Dominion System, a unique framework for success. Unlock practical strategies in our wealth and business workshops. Find clarity and restoration through counseling and inner healing sessions. Explore our signature courses in biblical economics and personal development, and discover life-changing reads in our bookstore. This is where faith meets finance, and your vision takes flight. Ready to empower your mind? Welcome to a space where healing, wealth, and purpose converge.
The first one was new, exciting, and fun at the Little Cap Theater. The second one, you guys had a ball at the Cascadia Hotel. Bespoke Productions, TT, JD, and Nisa present Fry, Bake, and Lime Podcast. The event. 3. Come for the food. Come for the style. Come for the random singing. Come for the classroom. Come for the spicy relationship topic. And of course, come for the fry, bake, and lime. And what is a lime without karaoke? We got that too. Liming with us for the night is Ansel Valley and Michelle Sylvester. Limited early bird tickets are $200, food inclusive. Get your tickets online at islandetickets.com or call 724-4249. It's all happening at the Kaiso Blues Cafe.
August the 9th. Let's make it a date.
Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Pod starts at 7:30 p.m. sharp. Hosted by Selected JR. This event is for mature audiences only. No children allowed. Fry, Bake, and Lime Podcast. The event 3. Sponsored by Little Caesars, King's Lounge Barber Spa, Clinical Media, and Maddie's Mini Mart and Poultry Depot.
All right, so that's our event that I was talking about.
Maddie's Mini Mart and Pluck Shop, located on Southern Main Road, California. We are your one-stop shop for grocery items, vegetables, frozen goods, meats, and much more. We are also open 24/7 for your convenience. Check us out today.
Little Caesars Fantastic 4-in-1. 4 different topping combinations, 1 delicious pizza.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. No matter what.
Get a fantastic 4-in-1 pizza at a fantastic price, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Podcast, read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All right, let me jump back in here. Where is this boy? Nice. All right, so good. So let me again say thank you to Little Caesars. They have their, well, we 1 minute into the second hour, so this is the break that we would have taken, all right? Hot and Ready Fantastic 4 is 4-in-1. Little Caesars, of course, this is the celebration pizza exclusively to the Fantastic 4 movie that's coming out. And you can walk into any Little Caesars and walk right back out with your hot and ready 4-in-1 pizza. So we have our special guest in the building again for this hour, but we're going to touch base with them in a little bit because we want to jump straight into the topic. All right. Let me get to some comments. Jade, good evening. Say we outside with the whole Bab crew. Listen. Hey, Alyuh, we got Rel Jones. And let me just tell you something too. Our podcast event is literally the only one in the region, you know. Yeah, it's the only one in the region. It's not something that, you know, you say, hey, we just humble to be the first. We're humble to be the first, all right? So that's why we have to constantly be, explaining to persons what it is. It's like, what's a podcast event? Because they know a podcast, obviously. So it's this that we do here. We take it on stage. We have the mics. We have the conversations. We have guests. And the crowd is interactive. So we have mics in the crowd. And then it'll be real bacchanal. People start to make a certain noise. And watch me, it had this one time. Huh?
I don't think bacchanal is the word that you want to
Well,
use.
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But other people may not receive it.
Well, it's be good bacchanal because, watch me, it had this one time, what's it, the first one or the second one? I think it was the second one. The second one, we had couples games and, single people come up on stage and we match and match. And this couple end up getting together, boy. What I tell you? Yeah, but they didn't last. That was no fault of ours. Girl find out that the man was a freak, And she messaging we to say, we did know,
why would you say that out loud? Like, that is so destructive.
I didn't call any names.
That's not the point.
But did I lie?
Yeah, you did.
Well, what he was?
Me? And I only know. Remember, I tell only one thing I know is my place, right? In Jesus' name.
Anyway, ladies, if you're single and you're looking for a nice little Dulahin or a strong.
Dulahin is the lady. So I think you should pull back on that side thing.
Need to get up to the time with my Indian too.
Yeah, just pull back.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're single, this is a place to, you come to single and you mingle. Couples, watch me. If you're married, don't stick. Come out and have a good time. All right. Ready for the topic?
You ready for the topic?
Yeah, I ready.
Keep up the disclaimer thing already?
No, we're doing that now.
JD and Nisa are not professional counselors. We give our views and opinions on real-life scenarios that people send to us.
We also encourage our audience to chime in and give their experiences. They are also not professional counselors, unless they are.
Now on to the topic.
Watch and enjoy.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
All right, so here is the topic for this evening. It's not very long. Dear JD and Nisa, my husband is a nice guy. It was actually one of his traits that attracted me to him. Here's my issue. Plain talk, bad manners.
Women always have an issue, eh?
And
the man is a nice guy. What's the problem?
You see, one of the things I'm learning in this season is to really know my place.
No, but you don't say he's a nice guy. But
yes, something being nice doesn't mean it's good for you. You know that? You know that? Like KFC, this tastes real nice, but too much of that is not good for you. Cake this look real nice, but all that sugar ain't good for you. All right, so let me continue. My husband is a nice guy. It was actually one of the traits that attracted me to him. Here is my issue. Plain talk, bad manners. I just think he's too nice, especially to the opposite sex. I do not have issues with him being human, like opening doors, saying good morning, or even offering help. We have a few platonic friends, and over the years, there have been a few uncomfortable moments where he will lift up somebody he ain't seen in a while, or he might...
I mean lift up.
I'm just reading what I have here. I can't know what she mean. I just can't.
So he's a strong man. She give description.
Right? He will lift up somebody he ain't seen in a while.
Remember, strong men like to lift up people, you know. That
or he might always be in a season, in my opinion, over counseling a female, or just doing over friendliness things in my opinion. My problem is this. me and mine are friendly, but I think he doesn't understand boundaries. How do I go about addressing this without him doing reactions like rolling his eyes or telling me to just relax or just ignoring me altogether? Because as far as he's concerned, that is his personality.
Bang, 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 bang.
So that is.
Let me go to the comment section.
Of course, if you're wondering, if you want to send your situation, if you know somebody going through something, or you just want advice or something, we could talk about it to let you know that you're not alone. You could send your
scenario situations,
frybaconlime@gmail.com. So it's anonymous. We don't know who this is, but most likely they will be watching to see their email thing. Family, if you're watching,
somebody say it's Kenora face.
Yeah, family, if you're watching, it's not closing thoughts yet, but you know what I find, boy? I don't know, women, they just say it, that women only don't know what they want, but only really don't know what they want, boy. It has some men kicking in your tail. It has some women out here, they wish they could have a nice man. You have issues because he's too nice.
I know it's not closing. I know it's not closing thought. I'm really trying.
Now watch her words, eh? She wasn't saying he was disrespectful or disrespecting,
I read it. She also said she doesn't have a problem with him being human.
No, she has a problem.
I could talk to you, but I'm not pointing in your face like I was a prophet. You understand? You can get a point across without trying to be a prophet about it. She says I don't have issues with him being human. He opened doors, saying good morning, offering help. She don't have a problem with that. It's just that she thinks he doesn't understand boundaries. And I let you talk. And one of the things I've been very mindful of in this season is to, like, I really want people to see the God in me, right? And not the flesh in me. Because there's flesh in me too. So I think if I had to rebuttal what JD says, it's almost like we live in a world where everything is about tit for tat. So you saying it's a real woman who want a friendly man. Again, you can have a good trait and there's an excess. Anything in excess is not good. You understand? So if you have a partner, and then the last thing she said, as far as he's concerned, that is his personality. I think that people with that mentality should not be in relationships. If anytime somebody has something to tell you about how your actions affect them, your answer is, this is my personality, that is just my personality, then it means there's no room for compromise. There's no room for somebody to express how you make them feel, because then it's best you just be a mirror, just be with yourself. Because
may I ask?
Life is about understanding how your actions or inactions affect others. Whether it's your spouse, your child, your boss, the taxi driver, everything you do affects somebody else. So you can't just tell the driver, let me say it's a taxi man, a taxi driver. I don't know, some exchange happens that is rubbing somebody the wrong way. I can't just tell the taxi driver, but that's my personality. I just throw things. Let me say that's my personality. I just throw things. So I come out your car and I just throw your money. You can't do that. You understand?
What it is, may I ask, what would she want? What she want to know?
She says, how do I go about addressing without him reacting, like rolling his eyes, telling me to just relax, or just ignoring me altogether? Because as far as he's concerned, that is his personality.
Kadora, what are your thoughts? How would you handle? You married, right?
Yes, I am.
Your husband over friendly?
Nah, he done serious.
He's a serious man. So you don't know, you really can't really relate.
Well, it's his friends. He'll be that kind of...
Female friends?
Yeah, friendly. So, like a time, and we women, we just do it. He would like say, oh, Conora, good morning, you good girl. They me when I reach, oh, Conora, you good girl. Petty. But I understand what she's saying. And the mere fact you are saying she never say he's disrespectful, but in her typing and of her words, what she's saying there is that he is, and she does have an issue with it. If you are not lifting your Bible so much as you're lifting other people, don't lift nobody. Yeah.
You have to come with the lift your Bible, right?
Like the lady in the back. Yes.
And you have to come with your lift your Bible.
Yeah.
Not the lady.
So I mean,
Bible up.
if there's a friend, like, okay, who's a friend of mine that I might lift up, I ain't seen in a long time. Who's so? Okay, it's at a time we was down south, and I see a man lift you up, your friend.
That is correct.
Yeah.
We were not together yet. So I could explain everything that happened there.
We was dealing.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were.
No, we were just riding all over the place together. You did not officially label me as your girlfriend as yet. Yeah?
So lifting up a friend from long time, that is too much.
Yeah. Only lift up God so high? I don't understand.
Somebody say, lift your friends in prayer. That was actually Ocean. She says, lift your friends in prayer. Judy is agreeing that you should lift your Bible.
So
See,
I wouldn't fight that one because
I think people just underestimate, and you gotta be real careful with these topics. I respectfully, right? Respect to all the men in the house. There are 4 men in this space right now, right? And I remember telling JD a time, I feel like people are unreasonable and not true to themselves when it comes to what a marriage relationship is, right? It is not a normal relationship.
Nope.
Right? If you have a car, you're not going to let any and everybody drive your car. If you buy a jersey that you really like, a 275, wherever, you're not going to just let anybody wear your jersey. If you have a piece of equipment, a camera, like these things are important, you're not going to just let somebody who they shoot, they shoot, I can borrow your camera. You're not going to just give that person your camera, right? We understand that those rules apply for things that could destroy in fires. But when it comes to the person that you decided to covenant with, when they decide to say, well, you now elevated my position, right? Now when I start using the words like you decide when it's offensive.
All right, I wouldn't fight. Hold on, right?
I don't understand that concept.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't fight the lifting up thing because that could be a little bit,
Yeah, but you hear what I just said?
I am hearing you.
My car, no other man could drive my car. Just so. But then when it comes to that same minus in your spouse, you now decide I'm an individual.
Because that's ownership.
JD.
Other examples you put there is ownership.
JD.
And that's the problem with women.
Yeah, there's a difference.
There's a thin line between marriage being joint. All right, the Bible says a man leave his parents' house and they leave and cleave and become one. Yes, we understand one in the spiritual, but in the physical, you're still individuals, you know.
That is correct.
And you have to understand person's personality. So when the man say to her, "That is my personality," she don't know. It's like you didn't know you're married then. That's why they say women just get this ring on the finger, and then when you get a ring on your finger, you turn into something else.
Bang.
I think first of all, when you put the ring on her finger, she did turn into someone else.
Your wife.
All right?
No, you turn into a wife, but you didn't transform into, you know.
Hold on. If you're talking about unhealthy transformation, like a vampire, we will deal with that. But the transformation that the ring did transform her or him into is also a very elevated position.
See,
it can't be more important than a car. It can't be more important than you. As I say, I don't know, boy. I just find all of a sudden when it comes to how people affect each other now, I an individual. Like I don't understand that. And the woman didn't seem disrespectful. She just seemed to say, my husband is friendly. I know that. But I don't understand that. like how you can see, even if you're friendly, because you are in a relationship with somebody, even that trait would have to be managed because you are no longer by yourself now.
Yeah, but okay, so but persons are still allowed
Of course, I
to
never said-
have their the way they are, they being. So you can. So what he's supposed to do? What he's supposed to do
Me?
now?
I don't
No,
know what
because
he's supposed
the
to do.
woman watching. What he's supposed to do? He's supposed to now try to unpersonalize himself so she could be
I have
feel comfortable.
I have a great answer for that.
And I'll read it again for persons who are now coming in. If you could paraphrase, because I want to know in the court of law, if you read in the court of relationship law, if you're doing anything that's violating.
And I'm not going to read the thing again because second guest is already here, and I just have a little thing to say, right?
Yeah, we need to talk to the second guest.
We are two different personality types, right? Y'all could see from this live, from even when we're outside, he's very different. He is very elevated in volume. I am not so much. His excitement is shown in a particular way, mine not so much. So we are different, right? He's very extroverted. I'm very, very introverted. He's a go-getter. If JD realized I can make fry bake, as your people who are following us would know, let me sell it. That's what he would say. I would say, bruh,
why are we selling
could
it?
you just relax? Like, bro, I try to, he don't see inside, conglomerate, this, that. That's where he gone. So I'm the type of person that needs a push. Now we're talking about personality traits, right? He saw a gift in me at time. He said, you could open your own school. I said, me? I accustomed being the employee. You understand? When you saw that I wasn't coming along with you, because he would say, look, we're looking for buildings for a school. And I wasn't taking him on because I didn't think I could do it. He got aggravated.
Yeah, I get vexed because you want to stay poor.
Right, okay. So this is what I'm showing you. It's not about, so I could decide to say, but you know who you marry. You know that I am not that type of person. But because I respected what you saw in me, you understand? And how you saw that it could fix us, elevate us, I decided to put my shyness, my this, my that, my uncomfortable thing aside to say, let me at least show him. Let me at least show him that I could try. I rest my case. Don't Papi show me this already night, eh? Right. I don't talk to you. You're sickening. That's my point. All right, we will come back to the topic.
We have a special.
Our second guest is in the house. She is here with, well, she come with a full house, but we only have two of them here on the pink chair.
Yeah.
For Fabric and Lamb
See,
tonight.
we had to expand.
We had to expand.
You understand? We had to get bigger couches and more cameras.
Relax yourself now. Yeah? You see what I'm talking about? he done gone.
Talk to us. Who we have with us this evening, Nisa?
All right, guys. So our second guest for this evening, we have, well, I'm just going to call her by her first name. Keisha. Her shirt says, God chose me. Sitting next to her is somebody that I know as well. He is also branded. I think is it Brenzel?
Or the husband and
so
wife?
you all will have to share the mic, right?
I'll have to share the mic, right? Oh, that's not your wife?
No, it's not his wife, bro.
That's a girl? Oh, you married? Wait, hold on.
Let's put the mic.
What is this going on here? Give my mic check, let me see.
And I hear
turn it
anything.
on over there, let me see. Nice.
Right.
Yeah, mic check.
Right, so you're hearing, you know.
Okay, so you're not married?
Oh, Lord.
Good afternoon. I was
Wow.
that. No, I'm not.
Awesome.
So why you just putting people together just so like?
No, well, I know, I didn't see all together all the time.
Because we are business partners and we
that way it's called it?
No, that's exactly what it is.
Is it?
And it will remain like that.
Is it possible, watch me now, watch me, is it possible to be business partners as male and female working together closely and at some point not be attracted to each other?
Yes, it is.
Because that on radio, because she say on radio,
listen,
that not
I am going to walk off set because I never said that.
You didn't say that Friday?
I never said that.
You didn't say that on the radio?
I didn't say that because I don't believe that. I said men and women working together for long periods of time can cause issues. I never said all the time because that's not factual. Why would I say that? I'm not 12.
I go ask jail.
You can ask jail. You can also ask John for the tapes. I don't even believe that. So why would I say that?
I feel not that I'm saying you're a liar. I feel I want to go back to the tapes at some point.
Back to it.
But here, what we're talking about this evening, our friends are here and they have something special is going on.
Yes, we do.
Give us some information.
All right, so I'm Keisha, CEO and founder of Born to Shoot Studios. So we are celebrating number 9 years in business as a business owner. It has been a journey in embracing this space wholeheartedly. So we have a podcast that we started 6 years ago. So on the 29th of this month, it's officially 9 years since we are in the making.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it is actually a gift that God this is my place that God said He's going to use me. Birthed my mom, she passed. This birthed 1 year after she passed away, actually. So in a nutshell, on my I didn't want to say really, but it's actually my birthday is on the 29th, really. But on my golden birthday that year, she was just saying to a group of people I was around, if Keisha could put a little out in herself, she will reach very far because she have poured so much out of you in you all. She always running, leaving my house running, and somebody had to get help. And then she realized that she had everybody in the room just to say that one time, and that actually was the last birthday that I spent with her. So 1 year after, the business birth on my birthday itself, Born to Shoot Studios.
Born to Shoot Studios. Awesome, and condolences.
Yes, all in one.
Yeah.
So I would have met Keisha years ago at W107 Camp Caravan.
Yeah.
And we connected just as, women connect. I'm not saying men don't connect. Sometimes we have to put a disclaimer on everything.
Yeah.
I'm speaking about what I'm speaking about. We connected.
Yes, we did.
And I think we became some genuine connection every time.
Yeah.
And of course, she would have asked me to be a part of her program. JD had the flyers on the screen.
Let me put it back.
All right. So I'm seeing the text Jeremiah 29:11, which of course,
Jeremiah 29:11.
as well for believers, you know what that is, unless you want to expound
I know
on
the
it.
plans that I have for you, said the Lord plans
right.
to prosper you and not to harm you and to give you a hope and a future.
Beautiful.
So for persons who are watching, all right, and they're not totally familiar or understand what is happening on this 29th, the 28th and the 29th. Is it a convention? It's a workshop? What it is?
It's a conference where telling your truth, knowing your truth in your secret place. Everybody have a story.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, just connecting with persons and observing persons is that they were scared to tell the truth. So if you fall long and you bruise your knee, people will see you limping and it's like, I bruised my knee, and the doctor did this and the person will say, nah, the doctor never did that. So it's just like you're telling your truth. It's like, yes, the doctor choked me on the wrong foot and the person saying, nah, the doctor couldn't do that, but the person telling you the truth, or like your mother will say, what it is you crying for? Why you hit me? Well, I hit you hard. These little things that I've observed over the years, and it could be more. Persons were just scared to tell the truth. And then when it comes to pain itself, I use my family actually as my family started this gift actually. I was, my father, I love him dearly, and we didn't have a good relationship actually. So my mom, she was really a nurtured person. And I came from an abusive home. I said, I'm not going to cry, Debbie. I'm not going, I got this. So we had an abusive home. And I always used to ask her, why she don't hit him back. I see, because them kind of lash I can take, I don't play lash front to front. I don't play lash, right? Mm-hmm. And she said this to me. She said, if I hit him in his weak spot, then, that's it there. Mm-hmm. So because I carry a strength, I won't. So she had to prove to us because he was like, hit him back. And when she did hit him back in his weak spot, like his knee and his forehead, he's a red-skinned person. He's one of those persons who's very particular with skin. And she had long nails. And when she really did, get that revenge upon him, yeah, he couldn't go to work properly because his things were scarred. So, like, it would look like she didn't get it. She win the fight that day and he lose. So, it's like he can't go to work because everybody will be laughing at him. So these things I saw from pain. So my mom taught us, how to really nurture a man through their pain. And my father and I never had a good relationship, actually. So within the years, when I was 25 years, my mom actually told me a story. All I will share is nothing because this is what the conference is really about.
Okay.
He asked her to abort me, and she said no. So as I celebrate this week here, all this time now, I am ready to come out, birth in purpose, right? So she always used to protect me in my womb, and because she said no, that's the time that he got abusive to her, because I have 3 sisters before me, and he was trying to see that he could have get the baby out or get me out before time. So with that, she took on my 25th birthday, she literally said, "This is the story why it is your dad don't like you like that, because I did not give up. I didn't abort you." So that's what it was.
Awesome, powerful testimony there. So we see knowing your truth in your secret place. It's happening, I believe, at the Barataria
Community Center.
All right, I see you have some special guest speakers here as well. Jason Lazama. Is they singing or he's ministering as well?
Well, both. They given a short testimony, and then he will be forming alongside Nisa as well, a short testimony, and she will be singing. Kevin and his wife, Kevin will be on the Saturday, where he will be speaking to men and encouraging them to take the rightful position as leaders and husbands and business as well, alongside Ayana as well, where she will be sharing. One stream of income is not our income. So this that's crazy. That's madness.
Yeah. It's not.
As she come in to create this space with, and I will be taking the full form on the Sunday. But Mr. Commoner will be on the Saturday as well.
Awesome. And Luke, a friend of ours, he is excellent.
Yeah, he is.
In his motivational speaking, life coach, and all of that,
Can't wait, yeah.
Tickets are $200, $200 for the boat nights.
For the boat nights, actually. But we have a surprise tonight, and we have a.
Let's just say surprise. You see the balloons?
Say it again.
We have a surprise tonight, yay!
It didn't happen.
Again.
But first thing, we have a surprise tonight. So just asking God to give me the strength to believe what He has placed on my heart, actually. Yeah. So
where they could get tickets?
We have the tickets on hand because this was in the making for like a good few time, and yeah, I'll tell them just now. So
I find he red blushing when he watching you, boy.
Don't do that. This guy have a whole.
Oh, you have a family?
He have a whole girlfriend. Like, come
on.
You
have a. My bad.
You don't have the woman watching.
Oh, there he is. Miss Lady, sorry. Yeah. I didn't know. See, you're supposed to say.
We said no. I will leave it like that.
All right, good. Remember this Friday can live, so we just want to know people's business. Yeah, but I don't know,
When we said you want the truth.
Me didn't know you have a girlfriend. I don't find it out.
No.
Even if you understand why I said there's no my place. Yeah.
The gentleman probably didn't really want out there.
So wait now. So women still allow that they in relationship and doesn't want to know that they. I thought women doesn't want that.
I think we in an age where when it comes to relationships, everybody quick to I'm gonna post this one.
Nobody if you don't post, they'll say it's a gallus and you're hiding woman.
But you post the person today and next 2 months you're posting somebody else. And I'm not saying that is the reason you don't post, but sometimes you have to protect what you have. sometimes you have to protect what you have, and I think
I could see a bunch of women in this comment section getting ready to say that song like an excuse.
no. I've learned over the years is a good thing to protect what you have.
Protect from who? You afraid man take a girl?
No.
Protect the space.
Protect the space, because remember when you put me up, I get messages.
Who's this? I remember one, and this is so true. I remember one time I was a birdie, like some years ago. I was working previously, and I posted her. Everybody in my inbox, who's this? I see, but I never knew all these people watching my status.
Because they're happy for you. I think. Let me tell you something.
Hello, you know.
That was not happiness.
You're very sickening, and you know that is not
and
the
then
truth.
too, people have their own opinions and like to
Correct.
share their opinions, and they're actually doing nothing of behind the scenes.
Correct.
So let me keep my behind the scenes. Do
your thing, bro.
Because at the end of the day, it's between us and not between me and whoever my status.
Yeah, if your status doesn't mind, you know, but so I am known with most women, if they're in a relationship, they find it weird when you go to the man page and they know where to be found. They just find that little suspect. You understand?
My home screen is my home screen.
What is did you share about your involvement? What
Not
is
yet,
be
not
happening?
yet.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so oh God, you on this topic. So this I was saying the word surprise, but it's actually obedience. I will use the word obedience. So last week Friday I was in a devotion. I do this thing where I tap in on a Friday, making sure that my week is a little balanced, because I do a very hard workout on a Saturday. And that has been the healing journey. Before my mom passed away, but within the time after she passed, that was just like my go-to. So last week Friday, I was just tired. And I was like, okay, I will get up, because it's like from 1 in the morning to like about 3. Within those time frame, you know, God will wake me up and it's time to tap in. Because sometimes you're so busy doing so much of things. Well, I am a very full person. I always doing something. And so I used that. That was through the pandemic when, you know, things was happening and we had to change and do all this. So I used Friday as that time where we couldn't go outside physically. And my workout had to change and all of these things. And Friday I started to just do a nice devotion, flesh out. And it becomes a habit, which was really good. So on Friday, last week Friday, he woke me up. I came home very late at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, well, I need a little hour. And I always check the time when I get up. So it was 3:40. I said, give me a little 2 minutes. Actually, it was 5:15. So when I woke up now, I had this like literally like how all of us are sitting down here, like it's a eye-opening dream. So I was like, so God said, this is what I'm trying to tell you since 3:14, but I know you're tired. God help me as I express this moment. And I saw this gentleman in front of me. He's a well-known person, so I just want to protect person's space. And he was guff up, like black, like real black. Even though the person is dark, but this person was real dark and guffing up the face and taking him up now. So I was like, what I do is like, I'm not gonna let you pass. Just like that. But he was the leader, and with that, there was other heads passing out like that. Serious. It was like real. And I was like, yeah, we're not gonna let you pass. So I jump up one time, and I believe in agreement, because a couple of weeks before I called my aunt and I telling her, I said, something is going to happen to me. I'm going to the next level, and I'm asking you to cover me under, keep me in prayer, and not a jokey prayer, but just cover me, right? And that when I saw that dream, I called her one time. When I called her, she was in a devotion with her daughter. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could brush off this moment, because I saw things like that before, but it's been a while because of my relationship with God. And I went about my time, and then he's like, I need you. So he turned me in the back now into my little corner that I have, and it come back. He said, get ready to fight. I I was like, okay, cool, no problem. All right, let's fight this Goliath, right? So he put me to sit down. He said, what I have you right now, Keisha, I have you exactly where I need you to be. Everything concerning this conference, every person, as you know, Nisa, we've been here for a while. Every person who I need for this conference is here. But they are going to fight you. And you have to fight the good fight of faith. God, I thank you for your strength. So I called him because he's part of the cast. And I didn't get on to him. So I get back on to my aunt now. And I'm talking to her and I'm telling her, Auntie, this is what it is going on with me now. And I'm crying. I cried literally from 6:30 to 12 o'clock the afternoon because it was really mind-blowing to see how humans that could turn into, like, well, with thoughts, I wouldn't say that human, well, it's spirits, right? And I'm saying this from a real, this is just the truth. So she was just telling me because she knew me before I born. She decided to jot down certain things that they've been blocking you all of these years. And I'm telling her, so I saw my family because I love them with all my heart. So I saw my sisters, my brother, and I was like, you all is me. This is Keisha, you know, I had to step in this room. So with that, I got a phone call out from my aunt. She actually called me, Brenzel called me, and I tell her, I said, I'm going to take Brenzel call and I will call you back. So I tell her, and I said, Brenzel, this is what it is going on, and I'm asking you. For me to really ask somebody, and I said this from a humble place, for me to ask somebody to pray for me, it is beyond me. So I'm telling him, I said, this is what it is going on, and I just need you, because like I didn't have no words at all to say, because I said, why just this simple girl? People just don't want to grow. Like I want to show up just like you. I want to live in purpose just like everybody else. But I remember when my mom said, you know, if she could pour a little within herself, you know, everything would be good. But I accustomed pouring into persons, I accustomed showing up for persons, I accustomed being so less of Keisha and more of everybody. And that's what happened. So he ended up starting to say, I need you to just help me through. And I was just crying. And I was asking God, why me? Why me? And he said, why not you, Keisha? And while he was praying, now I told him, I said, stop. And I shared that's why I said that we have everybody that we need for the conference. And God is telling me now to give away the tickets. Every ticket I have to give away. We have to give away. Every ticket. And he said to give away the ticket and expect a check to cover the cost. So this is that
is definitely a
so it is
definitely a surprise
because when we started the conference, I was going to do it a free conference. Right? And my friend Akoa, he stated, he's like, Keisha, you know, put a cost to it and see how, you know, best we could do this. So I was like lost because I always a giver than a receiver. And I know that persons, and I said this in a real humble place, persons will not have that value on, well, persons don't have that value on me. So it's more like if I will support everybody, but when it comes to me, persons go want to give me a $20, they go want to give me a job, they wouldn't want to give me like money, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So that's why I told him, I said, I will do the investment. And he said, no, put some value on yourself. So that's why we end up coming up with the cost. But in the initial plan, it was literally supposed to be a free conference.
Right.
So
that's
me. So that's what God said. And I haven't slept since last week Friday. I asked him, and I tell him, I say, call all kind of people, Brenzel. And it's like, when we talked to Mr. Common, and he said, do exactly what God tell you to do. Mm-hmm. And he literally answers before we come here. Because I was waiting for him, because I say, we had to start from here, because we will be on radio on other stations coming up.
Well, all right, guys, so you heard it here first. Of course, it is happening. Let me put it up here. And on the
June 28th,
June 28th and the 29th.
at the Barataria Community Center, Lower 6th Avenue, Barataria. You just heard her say that
So the
it's
tickets
now...
Yeah, the tickets was $200, you know. So now it's absolutely a blessing to you, and it is free. Let me talk to Brenzel quickly before we head back across to the program. Kenora is still with us. We still had to touch base with Kenora as well before we leave here, obviously. It's Brenzel.
Yeah, man.
What's your involvement in the conference?
I'll try to just be quick with it.
Mhm.
So a couple of years ago, where this all started, or my involvement with this conference is that Keisha was sharing the vision that she had for me for this show. Now what she didn't share is the show wasn't originally supposed to be this the show was not in Secret Place itself was not supposed to be originally a show like women and so forth. It was actually supposed to be a show for men to actually have a space to come and share, understanding the pain and understanding how to love a man through his pain, through her example of a mom. That was the original vision for the show. And because she wasn't finding anyone to do the show, she said, well, all right, I'll step in front of the camera. But it was God's direction, I would like to believe. Yeah? Yeah, it was God's direction. So a couple of years, 3 years? 3 years ago, Keisha, that's me, because we would have had conversations because of business. So that's where we would have started. Business and going here and we going and pick up this here and drop this here. We started talking about, issues that men will deal with. She started to express, that she's always been, her space or even most of her friends is not on the female side. It's more, men because of how, I'm trying to bash any female, but just how some females could be.
Like how they could be.
Excited. I'll use her word. Excited.
But I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I think, and this is just my experience. When it comes to guys or gentlemen, I'll share an example. I'll share something like that. When it comes to guys, I think it's easier for men to respect each other. I think it's easier for men to respect each other. When it comes to women, is who is that? We're going on the how she looking, that kind of way.
It's true.
This comparison, like right off the bat. Now, even men do compare themselves, they still respect a man because it's like, yeah.
It's full 100.
Full 100. Nothing against you, but I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it a number of times. I've seen it. I remember there was a point in time I was the only male worker in my department. Only male worker. So it was about 6 to 10 females. And I used to have an earful every day. Every day I used to have an earful. So for sure, that was for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's for 2 years. Only male, so I would have heard who saying what and,
Yeah, thank God you didn't go mad, bro.
And I always try to be that voice, try to be neutral, So I understand that aspect. And because, as I said, there wasn't anyone, she told me the vision and I said yes to this space, and that's where it started. For me, I always had an understanding that as men, we only know what we go through as men. We understand, having a woman to support you, to be a rib, like yourself, JD and Issa, is important. But finding a space as a man to understand with each other, rub shoulders, iron sharpened iron is a different space. It's a whole different space. And one thing my bishop always says is that you never know what you need until you receive it.
Right.
As a man, you never know. I was like, because men will go, I good, I strong, I cool, I good. And I remember they say we had a retreat. And when we came together as men, only men was at the retreat. Every single man could testify that, yeah, we needed this. We needed that bond. We needed that growth. We needed that fellowship. And because of that, I see it. And that's the reason I said yes to this space. And since then, we've been here, we do, not only me and one. I have a co-host that, unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight. But, and we create a space where we could help not only minister, but mentor.
Mentor
men. We created a space and had an open forum where we could ask men, if you want to send us a message, whatever you want, we are here for you, because we understand that there's a space, there's a desperate need for a space for men to actually share, be men, to be able to cry, to be able to see this while going through and be able to get help. I mean, sometimes as brethren, sometimes we laugh at each other and that's, we poke at each other, we make fun, but really and truly we need that space. And it's not just about growth, because we talk about, even on this show, Gentlemen's Quarters, that's the part of Born to Shoot. We talk about holistically as a male, how you present yourself is very, very important. Because, I mean, yes, we understand that how you look is not everything, but it definitely, causes persons to look at you differently. Say, yeah, you look, well put together. It gives a second look as to, he put some thought into this. He put some effort into this. And when you step into the room, you'll be able to see the difference. And we really, really want to create that space so we could be able to help. We really want to help men in that space, because we believe as a man is a holistic thing. It's not just about, finances, because there's different issues. We talk about different issues on the show. Ego, pride, all these different things. Selflessness, selfishness, health, and health. We go heavy.
Yeah,
well,
but
clearly it's not about, go ahead.
You just said a whole mouthful, and I know Kenora was shaking her head.
Yeah.
And one of my, I could use the word dreams, not like I just really wish that men, I said it on radio the other day as well, like, could we get out of the movie mindset or the block mindset where like who cares what you think, bro? Like, what is God saying about you as a dude? You have a son, you have a people, a wife or whoever looking up to you. Like, can we have some grown men come back? Like, what's up, bros? And the thing is, it kind of sucks when women have to be the one to say it, because then we get labeled something we ain't trying to be. I'm not trying to be your mom, bro. That post been taken.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
No, it's very important what you said, because we need back men where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we need men that's willing and ready to lead how we intended to lead. You see the breakdown in society, and it's one of the conversations that we had. There's a lot of homes where there's no fathers. And when they break down the institute of family, the whole society breaks.
Yep.
The whole society breaks. And it doesn't matter what you do, and no offense to women could try and do the best they can. But the importance of having a father, male figure in at home is so important, because you as the male have been given the responsibility to be king, high priest, to be intercessor of your family.
No, what you say there? No offense taken. All I would tell men is this, bro. We are good at filling spaces.
Right.
So if you're not there, we're going to have to do it. So no offense is taken, but you'll have to understand that if we take the space that's vacant, you can't be upset with us.
Of course.
You understand? So I understand the no offense taken, but many women are just doing what they have no other choice to do.
Agreed.
And then it makes you too strong for the man who is supposed to be strong for himself, and you're supposed to be strong for me. But then I try to be you because you don't know how to be you, and it's a lot.
Yes, it is. And honestly, we want to create back that space to be able to fix that issue, or to start to fix that issue. It is a lot too.
Like, we need to bring you back.
No, here what have to happen is
we have to bring you back.
You have to head down, of course, to Baratara Community Center.
Of course.
Knowing your truth in your secret place. And this is just a tip of the iceberg of what's going to be happening. They're going to be joined by other speakers. Luke Commoner, he's going to be there. Keisha, it's going to be sharing. Yeah. Brenzel is going to be sharing as well.
I wouldn't be sharing on a night, but it would definitely. I'll be there.
You'll be there, right? And Kevin LaFleur, Ayana LaFleur. So different elements and pockets where you could definitely walk in one way and walk out another way. Nisa, you're
That's
gonna be
good,
singing.
babe. That's good. You sound like you were influenced.
I mean, watch me. I know my things, you know. Oh,
You sound
come on.
You sound a little cultured.
Yeah, I know my things, you know.
Yeah, I'm
If
supposed to be ministering, and as she said, a short testimony.
Nisa is gonna be sharing as well. All right. So thank you guys so much. Don't go. You can stay with us till we.
I think they have another shindig.
Oh, so they're busting out one time. Only easy outside. Well, here now, before you go real quick, you see these two people on the left, you see how they barely looking, them is not this, right?
Yeah,
they good, they good. They ain't need that. But if you're like me, right, of course, Kenora is still with us. And before she leaves, we're going to get all the full rundown again about her products. And if you could go from looking like me, right, to not, she has all the information. Want to jump back into the topic real quick?
Oh, we need to let them.
Oh, you want to walk them out?
We need to let them exit first. Let them say their closing thoughts. And
Yes. Closing thoughts, and then we'll go to a break and walk them
Yeah.
out. Okay? Closing thoughts on
We're
the
not
topic?
closing thoughts, no, just
On the event?
Yeah.
Yeah. So invite somebody that they might be listening in a minute or less.
So as we instructed to gift somebody the tickets. So the tickets is like you get it in the room. As Mr. Commoner said on the live, if you cannot be in the room, then put somebody in the room. The room is really important. So that's why now we have to now be obedient and allow you all to know it's okay to be in the room. It's okay. This room is not something that I could really say because persons ask me about secret place for all over the years, and I said I am all trying to discover the secret. So to contact us concerning to get us ticket, or even if you know someone, and we really, really want to push on the Saturday with Mr. Commoner, not just the Saturday. Yes, I'm speaking on the Sunday, but on the Saturday, we really want to see men from the ages from 13 to 25. This is the people we want to bring back because this is the prime time, and over 25, if it is that you need to be in the room. Contact us at 491-2448 and 399-0915. I get right. So we have the tickets here, and we will be gifting you all the tickets just for you all to be in
So they
the
could
room.
call for the tickets because somebody asking where they could get tickets.
Yeah, you could call a message us on WhatsApp or call or Instagram. And so it's Bartara Community Center. We are creating this space. We are creating a community where all of us could evolve together.
Somebody help man write the number. He said write the number in the comment section for me. What's the number again?
491-2448.
491-2148.
2448.
See, that is why I don't take numbers.
491-2448 or 399-0915.
Nice. Atkins, it says location event. It's happening at the Barataria Community Center. And it starts what time?
It starts at 5 p.m.
On both nights?
On both nights, yeah.
Nice, 5 p.m. on both nights.
So come expecting to receive to take it to the next level.
Awesome. My guys, thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
My apologies for trying to hook all you up, I see all you are, you know them kind of people who just
yeah,
they never. I see all they. You know what I'm saying?
I safe and he's safer.
Safe on the inside, nobody going on. Hey, we going to a break when we come.
They could pass on that side.
Anya?
No, I just finishing this song now.
Okay. We're going to a break. When we come back, we going back into the topic, closing thoughts. We don't have any random singing. We're leaving random singing for August the 9th. Remember, we're giving away $1,000 on the night for the most liveliest, vibrant audience member, and that's sponsored by Dr. Ian Cummins and the Mind Your Business Kingdom Academy.
Mind Your Business
Kingdom Academy. All entrepreneurs, business educators, persons, even if you have a business, because they have a lot of people I dealt with, they have their own business, they're running for years, but business tend to move to different levels, and you would need coaching, and you would need persons to really invest in your business, theory-wise, branding-wise, and just keys to access to just take your business to another level. And Minding My Own Business Academy is that place that you want to make an investment, all right? So, and also, it's a space where you could go and have your lattes, your coffees, and It's a private kind of spaces, you know. So you make your appointment and you head across. So they are giving away, that company is giving away $1,000. $1,000 to the liveliest audience member on the 9th of August. We be back.
I'll win it.
Right. Come on and make noise. We be back right after the break.
What if your vision could become a real actionable plan? At Minding My Business Kingdom Academy, we help you make it happen. Our mission is empowering minds, releasing destiny. You'll experience hands-on coaching with the Gated Dominion System, a unique framework for success. Unlock practical strategies in our wealth and business workshops. Find clarity and restoration through counseling and inner healing sessions. Explore our signature courses in biblical economics and personal development, and discover life-changing reads in our bookstore. This is where faith meets finance, and your vision takes flight. Ready to empower your mind? Welcome to a space where healing, wealth, and purpose converge.
The first one was new, exciting, and fun at the Little Cap Theater. The second one, you guys had a ball at the Cascadia Hotel. Bespoke Productions, TT, JD, and Nisa present Fry, Bake, and Lime Podcast. The event, 3. Come for the food. Come for the style. Come for the random singing. Come for the classroom. Come for the spicy relationship topic. And of course, come for the fry, bake, and lime.
And what is a lime without karaoke?
We got that too. Liming with us for the night is Ansel Valley and Michelle Sylvester. Limited early bird tickets are $200, food inclusive. Get your tickets online at islandetickets.com or call 724-4249. It's all happening at the Kaiso Blues Cafe.
August the 9th. Let's make it a date.
Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Pod starts at 7:30 p.m. sharp. Hosted by Selecta JR. This event is for mature audiences only. No children allowed. Fry, Bake, and Lime Podcast. The event 3. Sponsored by Little Caesars, King's Lounge, Barber Spa, Clinical Media, and Maddie's Mini Mart and Poultry Depot.
Tickets are available at islandetickets.com only for now. And then 2 weeks before, we'll have physical tickets, but don't wait on that. All
Little
right?
Caesar's Fantastic 4-in-1. 4 different topping combinations, 1 delicious pizza.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. No matter what.
Get a Fantastic 4-in-1 pizza at a fantastic price, only at Little Caesar's.
Pizza, pizza.
Maddie's Mini Mart and Pluck Shop, located on Southern Main Road, California. We are your one-stop shop for grocery items, vegetables, frozen goods, meats, and much more. We are also open 24/7 for your convenience. Check us out today.
We back?
We are back. We are back.
Weird. Let me see. You meant to say Akanora?
Hi.
Nice.
Yeah, she's back.
Right, nice. So she
Yeah, but
did
that
answer.
conversation was necessary.
I needed.
Yeah, I really feel like I know we'll go back into everything else, but really and truly, I am exhausted by the thought pattern of too many men. Whether it is in the conversation or the bedroom, how to raise kids, how to live and cleave. Are you living and cleaving yourself? Do you see yourself as a priest, as the king of your? Because we know God said man is the head, but do you know how to embrace that without abusing that? There's so many conversations that, my mind going woo woo.
I know. I want to do this quickly before we forget. Person's been asking, what's Konora's Instagram? Where is it? Is that it? No. Let me find it.
What's your Instagram, Kenora?
Didn't I
Bap
put it
Spa
out?
Titi.
Oh yes, that's true. She told us. We read it out last time. Bap
Spa
TT.
JD tagged the next. That's the cosmetology page.
Oh,
That's the page
hold
where
on,
do hair
hold on.
nails and stuff.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to find the... I thought I put in the other one, man.
Probably didn't. So
I
it's
did
Bap.
not. I'll find it.
Let me put it.
No, I have the picture somewhere here. Hold on.
Do you want me to put the actual link, or you want me to just type it out?
No, I'm on the Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You want to put the actual link? For those who don't know, JD can't multitask. So part of me talking is just to make sure that there's no dead air, but he's not really hearing me. See? See?
No, how do I?
He's not really hearing me.
No, not.
So I found the link. I will put it in the chat, right, JD?
Okay, hold on.
So you could focus.
No, I want to show her. Didn't I have the Instagram here?
Yeah, send you it on WhatsApp.
Yeah, hold on.
Link it
So
there.
what I save it as?
Hmm.
PDF. Let me go
Yes,
look for it
dead
here.
air,
Hold
so he can't speak. So for those of you interested, I put the link in the actual chat.
All right, you get the link to go there?
But I've been saying that. See what I tell you, Kanara? He's not really hearing anything I'm saying. There's the link right there to the Instagram.
Can pin it?
You have to pin it because I'm not
No, I can't pin it from here.
So can I pin it?
See if you can pin it. Or you post it, so you might be able to pin it.
Nah, this is your thing, so I can't pin it.
Bro, hold on. We're not moving no forward until I do this.
Okay. So while we wait for JD to come back to Earth with us, Kenora, the competition that you have with the $5,000, it ends on your birthday, which is
July, God spare. But funny enough, the ladies are asking me to do something. So I said, all those who enter the competition, I will let them decide. So, yeah, I will let them decide. I haven't disclosed what it is yet, but when I put them in our group all together, we'll decide.
All right. When it comes to your products, you have the serum, you have the snatch cream. Where do you work from? Do you create your stuff at home? Do you have a lab?
Oh God, my daughter told me I have to get a factory because what I do, and I thank God for that, is big up Amelia one time. She helps me label the products, right? And I will pay her.
Okay.
She need to get a factory and a machine because she starts to get tired of all the amount. Yeah, it does. Because it's a detox, it's the serum, it's the cream, it's the soap, it's the scrub, it's the tea. Yeah.
Well, let's speak elevation
Amen.
over your life. And I think you seem pretty business minded and focused. So I think it should happen once you're ready for it to get to that next level.
Today in service it did happen. So
it did?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So we just had to wait for the actual happening of it to actually happen. All right. So JD, are you back with us?
Yeah, 1 sec. So I think I'm gonna post it from here. I'm gonna do this. Because I don't think StreamYard allows me to
So what I just did there.
You see how you can't click on it?
Yeah, you can't click on it.
No, so all right. So just in case earlier, look at this here and go and find her on Instagram in the meanwhile, right? So that's her page. It's BAP S.
Spa.
Yeah, Spa TT.
We don't
Hear me,
have
SP.
no time there.
Yep.
I tried to spot.
What
BAP Spa.
You seen Apple White? Carry Apple White? Read that.
No, I'm not seeing it. Oh, yes. All right, JD, come back to it now. Come with the dead air.
Okay, pin.
And like a dead sea.
Okay, pin. So head across to Instagram. It's BAP, BAP, Spa TT. Go right now. Only show how bad we just get on now. Just head across to Instagram. Well, write it down. Don't go now and then the live and nobody in it. Because some of us can leave the live and go on thing. But write it down. And before she reach home, like we at least see 100 new followers now. 100 new followers. And hit her up and get more information. Because pretty soon I'm gonna be the face.
So why I can't be the face?
Because your belly done flat already.
It's not.
You see these two people who live here, the belly flat. If they pour on your cream, they disappear. If they use your cream, that is it for them. Yes,
So
they walk through the wall.
So I was watching Keisha Belly?
No.
And you know, JD, my target doesn't be people who already have flat stomachs. I like people.
Yeah, you need
go on the page and you see face. You see a stomach falling over, vomiting. Your private parts. I love that. I fall in love with that. People who have like a lot of folds and stuff and stiff and stuff. I focus on those kind of people. And what it doesn't be the product, you know, what elates me and gets me up is like when they get the results. These are they want to wear crop tops. All that
I'm telling you, have a crop
they
top for me.
overdo it.
Have a crop top for me. Somewhere out there. Listen, I had a C-section.
I want to start.
I had a cesarean, so I know where you have the natural incision. There's just a little, but that's I have. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk for sure.
All right, so Kenora, we're getting ready to go into closing thoughts, but I want to make sure that person's really focused on your product, give them how they get in contact with you so they could order how you sell it, like a batch or 3 or how it's been sold.
Well, honestly, the Bap Extra Strength was created because I had shipment go to the US and stuff, but over there, the atmosphere there is different from down here. It's really cold. So I made it really stronger there.
Okay.
Right? And I targeted people, as I said, whose stomachs were. And I find it so weird because I always say America have everything. And funny enough, Lisa, as they land in the airport or they call, it's a big shipment of Bap to go over there. All praises to God.
Amen.
And seeing that the Bap can work in that kind of atmosphere is good. In the Caribbean, I have it in Barbados, St. Vincent, and St. Lucia. All praises to God again.
You have to wrap your stomach?
No, you don't have to wrap your stomach. All you're doing is just putting the cream on and you go about and merry business, JD. When you come back home, you take your bath, you put on the serum. The serum is what everybody is hooked on. So like your breast, your arm, your face, your neck, your love handles, whatever is drooping, it firms and tightens it. Literally. And I need you guys to be on it with me. Because we have to come back here for you to put back on that jersey.
We on it.
Have them
the last one is a little stretch, right? The last one is a little pull. But you see the second one? I used to wear the second one. And for me to wear that second one, ask me, sir, I could wear it, But
Where?
I had to go and
who?
not the last one. Not the
okay.
Captain America.
Okay.
The Basel or whatever.
Yeah.
I had to go and dread like a 3 months walk, then gym for a month, completely off of bread, no juice, no water. I mean, it could be done, but for me to see at my age just a little thing come off, right? Bacchanal, So if this works on any level, on any kind of level, it could be amazing to see, real talk. So all right, so the number again?
396-5834.
396-5834. Or you write the number down. You could probably put that in the comment section for me there, babe. Or I could put it here.
Yeah, you go ahead.
396.
Call us again, Kenora.
5834.
5834.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to wrap up the topic. Of course, I would love to hear Kenora's thoughts on the topic itself. We didn't really get to, because we haven't had this amount of guests in a while. But the topic resonates with me a lot because I could relate, right? I said it before in my explanation. Jerry, are you here with us?
Yeah, closing thoughts. We have new guests, so closing thoughts means we're going to wrap up on the topic.
Yeah, she knows thoughts. That. Right. I was actually starting to give my thoughts.
Go ahead,
I just was trying to bring you out of your head.
Production mode? Go ahead.
Yes, out of production mode. The topic resonates because I could really identify with the plight.
What do you mean you could identify because of me?
Well, I'm speaking, so you could listen.
So you find I over friendly?
Right. So I'm talking, right? So I started by saying we are very different people. And I don't even like people to touch me. I remember when traveling, right? And if I feel somebody's skin touch me, I would feel like I want to just disappear or something. It's a work in progress for me, right? But then pairing myself with someone who is JD hugs everyone. He's a people person. I am not necessarily that, but he has taught me because of the field that we're in, that I have to be a little more personable, especially with ministry too. With ministry, people when I say touch you, they want to get personal outside of your song, outside of whatever, so I have been learning how to be a little more accommodative with that. When it comes to my relationship, however, my fear in expressing how I feel is outright being labeled insecure. Because I feel like I wouldn't hold the same reaction to someone that is not my person.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So you are my person. I'm not saying you're mine. I know it's not like you're mine. That's two different things. I'm saying you are my person. So if I see, just like the person is expressing, that you can be too friendly in certain circumstances, and me being your person, I should be able to identify moments where you may not be able to identify because it's a personality trait. You may not know how to use boundaries because it's just a trait. So I feel a little sorry for her, for the person, that she feels like, Ollie, I don't know how to tell him how I really feel because he go roll his eyes at me or he go just, bypass it. And I genuinely feel like if people want happy homes, I don't believe in happy wife, happy life. I believe in happy us, happy life.
Amen.
We both supposed to be happy. And in order for both people to be happy, people have to learn to listen rather than react. Right? So I know how it is feel. Somebody coming to tell us something uncomfortable. Humans just get defensive real quick. We get defensive and we starting to, but this is why and this is why. But we're not listening to what is being said and why it's being said. And I feel like if you genuinely want to be happy in your space and somebody's coming to tell you, hey, when you do this, it affects me this way. For you to just take that as, so I'm to you. Ooh, we got a problem. Because then people will start to climb up. It will mean I can't even tell you, I can't tell you anything.
Work on eggshells.
Correct. And when you start to feel like you can't communicate with your partner, again, your partner is not your brethren. This is the person you're trying to build a partnership with, a life with, and have a family with, and stuff like that. So I think if somebody's brave enough to say, hey, I know this is how you are, but in A, B, or C, I start to feel a little weird here. We had to be able to listen and see how we could do a little shifting and, like a puzzle, try to make sure that we could see the picture as opposed to just
understand each other.
That's just my thing, So she was able to, she gave us one scenario where he left up. So I guess she just letting us know that, well, he that free-spirited. And I don't want to take it away from you, but it has certain moments when I just watch somebody things a little weird. And if she can't say that, then if you can't say that, sis, then I think...
What? All right, Nisa, let me give you flowers, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. What we were supposed to do is, however, just do a recap of the...
Yeah, well, you could recap. I done do my thing already. So.
Yeah, for those who didn't hear, because we have a couple of people came in later and they didn't hear the topic. You want to give them it over real quick? No?
No.
You don't read it over?
How quick it's short.
Yeah, it's short. Go ahead now.
My husband is a nice guy. It was actually one of his traits that attracted me to him. Here's my issue. Plain talk, bad manners. I just think he's too nice, especially to the opposite sex.
Well, she mean the opposite sex only because she find he too nice with males.
Well, I would have told you, JD, life is about what it's about. It's like knowing laws, gravity. If you throw something up, it's going to come down.
She just mean he too nice with opposite. You give your closing thoughts already,
I did, but you asked me to read it over, then you asked a question. So what I'm saying is this, JD. A woman may not react the same way to your male relationship as your female relationship because it's two different dynamics. That's
yeah, but she's
easy.
spinning up in mud here by saying...
Okay, that was my answer to the question, right?
Now. Especially with the opposite sex. You know it's the opposite sex you want to talk about.
Wow. Okay. So she says, I do not have issues with him being human, like opening doors, saying good morning, or even offering help. We have a few platonic friends, and over the years, there have been a few uncomfortable moments where he will lift up somebody he hasn't seen in a long while, or he might always, in a season, be, in my opinion, over counseling a female, or just overdoing friendliness again, in my opinion. My problem is this. Me and mine are friendly, but I think he doesn't understand boundaries. How do I go about addressing without him rolling his eyes, telling me to relax, or just ignoring me altogether? Because as far as he's concerned, that is his personality. So that is the scenario, right? So that was my closing thoughts.
All right. Bab.
I just wanted to, my icing on the cake. I think it's important that people maintain individuality. That's important. because you don't want to wake up and feel like you have to be a totally different person. But saying that without some sort of facts to back it is weird, because you can't go into the office and just be who you are. You wouldn't just go into a courthouse and this who I is. You wouldn't just go by somebody you never went before and just say, well, this who I is. Every situation in life requires us to kind of bob and weave. You know, so maintaining individuality in any circumstance is important. But the same way we know how to taper for other situations in life, I think it should be the same respectfully for your relationship. And if you're feeling like, well, I had a change for you, and you just change that check, you can't go in the bank
That's
with
what
your
you
hat.
really want, you know.
Hold on. You understand? All I'm saying is...
What you say there, I wait for my closing thoughts now.
Okay, so as I was saying, I think it's important to maintain some form of individuality. But from the time you put yourself in serious relationships, you would recognize that in order for things to work, you have to, again, just bob and weave. It's a compromise. Life is about compromise, you know? So while trying to maintain to a degree who you are, if it's a good maintenance, because you can't just say this, why is that cost people? That's not good.
That's not what the man's saying.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm
You
talking about
had
principle.
2 closing thoughts now, eh?
No, I forgot to say that. I don't have 2 closing thoughts. I done it because I ain't able. Remember some applause, please. It's quiet. Thanks.
You come in with 2 closing thoughts.
Oh God, I just tell you how it come about. You asked me to read over the thing and one thing leads on next is not my fault.
Eh?
Go ahead, Kanora.
Kanora, closing thoughts. And now, mind you, the person most times will be listening, eh? Because we reply and say...
You hit me a bottle in my head?
Anonymously,
I try this, and Nisa, I must say I respect you and I love you for this, because even in spirit, I can see you are true. And there are a lot of people who are outside there that are not true. People who sit where you guys are sitting and are not true. They represent Christ and they are not true. Yeah? And this is helping a lot of people. This woman is not just asking you guys the answers to these questions. Is helping her. It's not even to get the problem to the solution. Get the answer to the solution is really to help her, because what I will say, and I always tell my clients, is this. First thing, where's your relationship with God? Secondly, what do you consider friendly? Because I'm married 8 years now, and we make it just like that. Yeah, the topic of being too friendly has came up. So what is your friendly? And if I see, okay, you like to French, like, hi, how are you going? Okay, Carrie, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. What makes you uncomfortable? Just what you said, we don't have conversations like these things. It's just like, that I'm uncomfortable. We don't go to the extent to understand, okay, what makes it, because then there's something triggering why it is I don't like that. She doesn't like that lifting up because of something that is going on with her. And if, as the husband, he can't recognize that it is triggering something to make her feel uncomfortable, or it has a question in herself, he as the head, the man in the home, need to check himself also. And my closing thoughts to her is literally go back to him respectfully and put an end to it, because we don't see it.
Enter what?
The lifting up, go and lift up your Bible, brother.
But what about the other things? Because the lifting up was just one aspect. She says that...
She said too friendly, but what is too friendly for her?
Yeah, so we could only deal with what we
Correct.
have.
We don't know what is too friendly.
Well, maybe the man maybe just smile and, hey, hello, and probably hug, I guess, and quick to have a conversation and, these kind of things. Friendly vibes.
But as she rightfully say, it doesn't matter what it is. The mere fact that it is means that it has to be discussed. That's what we're saying.
So, so your closing thoughts to her is go back to the man and tell him to don't lift up nobody again.
No, I never said that. Go back to him and literally explain to him that you truly don't feel comfortable, because I can imagine her literally when it is the go out, he runs, he lift her up and she's there standing like, where's mommy, where's daddy? This kind of face, like, and and he doesn't even acknowledge. He must even introduce her to what it sounds and looks like. You understand? So just go back to him and inform him how much years we have been married. I have been accepting it, and I have noticed it's affecting me, and I don't like it. It needs to stop, because when these things don't stop, it grows and it gravitates.
Resentment.
Yeah, it grows to something really big.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kenora.
They say they say well said it. Well said, Kenora. All right. So
No, you're going to say some.
no, I go on from a male perspective, I go and talk to this woman in a 2025 relationship. You understand?
You know,
Hey,
the way you're saying that
you're
is-
going for patria, you're closing
no,
around.
I'm saying the way that you're talking is also very triggering, if I am allowed to say.
No, because a relationship now is
hold
not a
on.
relationship in the 50s.
Hold on.
It's
Hold
a
on.
different type of a relationship.
Hold
People
on.
culture different.
Hold on. You see the statement I made with the fella that was here just now?
Hold on, who grew up with grandmother.
Hold on. JD, listen to what I'm saying respectfully, right? The culture of the world, the culture of the changing world doesn't mean that I have to accept it. No, I have to try to, because we're in the world, so we still have to adapt. Because in this wrongs, everybody is accessible. The accessibility is on fleek right now. You understand? Is influencers, is this, is that, is so everybody is everybody own.
In everybody's space.
But at the end of the day, the culture of a changing world doesn't mean that the culture of a safe space cannot be cultivated.
If you would allow me.
I just wanted to say, because it's almost like you wanted to say, well, this is the world we live in, so you just had to take that. And I'm not on that.
You hear me say that?
So continue. I just needed to say
I was just saying that the atmosphere of relationships now obviously will not be the same of our parents.
We know that.
Right. So sometimes women are brought up in a particular type of a system and way of life. And then when they get now with other people, they just don't know how to. Wait, what are you watching TikTok for? Where are you watching TikTok?
Because I'm trying for you to just talk without.
Anyway, let me not get into that. Let me just say, family, if you're watching me, I want to laugh if I don't want to laugh.
Ocean say, JD, don't be a kunumunu for me, please.
I want to laugh, but I don't want to laugh, right? Family, let me tell you something. First of all, I need to know how long you're married. I would like to know that. You sounding like you under 5 years for sure. You not hitting 10 and 15 years of marriage. That because, right? You under 5 years. And next thing, I feel you in your late 20s, early 30s around there. Because you see, if you is not in your 50s and thing, you ain't talking them kind of talk. You is young in the business. Because an older, more mature woman, them ain't have no time to be studying about husband who over nice. Them want a husband who nice. Right? Let me tell you something. Wow. I'll tell you.
Just talk fast now. You're talking slow and you're making it painful. Talk faster.
Let me tell you something. And you see, these women here, they go laugh because
Hurry up
they
now.
ain't really catch the heights yet. But
No
let me give you the
heights.
heights from a man's perspective, right?
But you know all you're low.
Let me bring it up. Don't go and over stress out yourself with these little nonsense thing about man too friendly. You understand? This man is a hardworking man. He taking care of you.
Bro.
He on you only. You understand?
Bro.
Nobody ain't calling your house.
How you know that?
You know,
Hurry
because
up.
she right up. This
Hurry
she
up,
problem.
hurry up.
Yeah, she problem.
Hurry up.
He nice. He just open
Jay, you
doors.
need to go to the show, Nisa.
He nice.
Jerry, hurry up
He just
now.
open doors.
Hurry up.
Right? Nobody ain't coming home. No woman ain't coming and pelting stone at your window. You ain't hear no stories going on the road. You ain't have no real problems then. Okay, I admit, brother, lifting up the woman might be a little bit overboard because next thing you lift you up and she breast pelt over your shoulder.
Jenny, hurry up now. You're really triggering my mind. I can't.
Or she real, you know, and when you lift you up, oh God, you get swallowed and all kind of thing. You understand? So you ain't want to do that. That is you're looking for talk day. Right? But other than that, ma'am, you have a husband, you have a man, a husband who you know you go for dinner and hear him. Oh, but thank you very much. What's your name? Come back, Sona.
You're triggering me. I need to stay far.
Yo, come out of the camera.
Leave me, right? I good.
Here where you vex for. Only go for Fridays. And you think, and the waitress come. Okay, thank you very much. What's your name? Oh, Michelle. Well, this is my wife, Nisa. My name is JD. Well, okay. You come back. Michelle, here what? Thing, and you're talking nice, and then you hit your $100 tip and whatever. You vex because he too nice.
She never, anyway.
You understand? So, or they go out and, you know, a couple's lime and it's some kind of thing and two people come and he talking to this one and, yeah, but give me a number now, give me a number, let me exchange numbers and whatever. And you find he too friendly. What are you talking to the woman for?
She never said he can't talk to people.
Do not trouble.
She never
If
said
trouble,
that.
let trouble you.
Oh my
Mommy
God.
used to tell me.
I go on.
Boy, leave trouble.
Kenora, let me go and rub time
No,
on my belly there.
no, I'm telling you.
I
And the
can't
next
take
thing,
it.
family, talk to some older women, eh?
Who, them that stay through everything?
No. Talk to some older women in
Oh,
the
God.
faith who can tell you,
God.
darling,
I think I need to go back and all.
you really need some real problems in your life. You ain't getting butt, you ain't getting cough, you ain't getting bad treatment. The man buying your original purse and perfume and all kind of thing. You stress out because, you understand? He nice. Yeah, you. Hear you. You writing here to say how your husband too nice.
Hello.
You see you have a problem?
You hear me, Kenora?
Yes, I am.
Wrap up now because you ain't making sense tonight.
I'm making very sense.
You ain't making sense. The lady
All
never
your
said
millennial marriages and them.
she never came across as an immature person. That the things you are
She
saying
young.
there,
She
she
young.
never indicated that. She said he just doesn't understand. But she said I have no problem with him, which indicates that
What-
she's not a
What boundaries
child.
she ain't say the man going out whole night and coming back with
JD,
with,
let me tell you
lipstick
something.
on his shirt and
Let me
all of
tell you
these
something.
things.
Let
These
me-
things to worry about.
Let me
You-
explain something to you, right? If you
You had
have,
your closing thoughts,
hold
eh?
on, but you're going off course.
No, let me
and
finish
this,
my
this
closing
show is
thoughts now.
supposed to help people.
I am helping. Let me finish my
No,
advice.
you're not helping. I have to respectfully stop you because if somebody
Yo.
is telling you that they
Yo.
have a problem with something, you don't get the right to tell them
I am
that what they
telling
are
her-
feeling it is invalid. You don't
I
get
am-
to do that.
I am telling her
you don't get to
overs
do
that.
that.
Some
No,
people
you don't.
need-
You don't
no.
get to do that.
Some people need.
Mhm.
You see, some people need to tell you you're strippiness overs that. You're making no
Except she's
sense.
not because she expressed.
And my opinion is, can I finish?
Yes.
My opinion is, ma'am, just go to your husband and say, Jed, I find the lifting up thing was a little bit overboard.
She did.
I
It's indicated in the story. She said she did.
JD.
Okay, but she wanted to know now how she could further to communicate to him that
Because his
he too friendly and
because
she don't
his
want his
reason-
roll his eyes on. Stop trying to change people. You know what you're married, right? You know you're married. You know you're married. So what happened? He was not a friendly man when you married him.
And this is the next thing with that statement. It's very immature.
It's not immature.
Because listen to this.
It's fact. You know what she feels?
Hold
she feel
on.
like when she get married, he would have be somebody else.
No,
and that's all it is, bumps on the head.
no. Listen to this. Life is about elevation. None of us stays in one place forever. When your parents take you to school, that preschool phase is one phase. You discover who you are as a preschooler. When you elevate from preschool to kindergarten, it's another elevation. You don't get vexed with the school for elevating you. When you elevate from kindergarten, now you go to primary. Right? These things are elevation. Elevating is part of life. And when you move from girlfriend to wife, and you go from your 5 years to your 10 years, you're listening to what I'm saying, sir?
Yeah, I'm watching the
Right?
comment
It's not a
section, yeah.
matter of trying to change people. Sometimes being in a position, like you don't know what it's like to be a mother. Right? When you become a mother now, you recognize I can't be the same way that I used to be before I had this child. Do you understand? But God gave me this child and I can't be the same way I was before. You can't get vexed with the child. So you have to elevate your thinking. It's not about she trying to change the man. Your relationship is now elevated. You cannot just remain how you are.
You know it's elevated. Let me tell you what you need to be elevated
Oh,
with.
Lord.
Right? Try to focus and try to make some money so that when you get poor, open some businesses.
And the word of
open
God
elevated.
also says money answers a lot of things. But one thing it doesn't necessarily change.
I just frustrated with a bunch of women who finding
not
good
women.
men,
No,
right?
how do you
and
know
just
his-
trying to
how do
nick
you
and
know-
pick. You nick picking things.
That is incorrect. And
That's a
it's-
nick pick situation.
That is wrong to say. Because what if you...
Nisa,
So-
you know how much...
Hold on.
You
That's
know how
like
much
saying-
letters we have gotten here in 5
That
years.
is like saying, so because we don't have money problems,
Miss
and this
Lady,
thing
you're
is bothering me,
nitpicking. Stop nitpicking.
and this thing is bothering me, but I have $1 million, so I don't need to say how I feel about this thing.
Miss Lady,
That's not fair.
you're nitpicking. That is all I had to tell
The
you. Stop
people in the
nitpicking.
comment section is not having anything you're saying tonight.
Well, there's a
JD.
bunch of women who are probably nitpicking it in the time too, in their life.
I see them this weekend. A little tap from some street.
I don't understand it.
Or they don't run up and hit me
You
in the
want to
street.
stay in one level for your whole life? It doesn't.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, I think
I
that
am-
the value that she's trying to,
that's
to
not-
bring to light here is
JD,
not...
JD, hear this.
what
We
we
don't
doing.
have, like you and I don't have problems, right? We don't have a set of problems. But I would always tell you, we don't have to argue. But if I see something, it could be one thing. It is still a valuable
ask you a
thing.
question.
It doesn't mean that because you're
You
good
find-
in all the areas,
All right, let me ask you a
I
question.
shouldn't
You
bring
find
up
I
this one
friendly?
area.
You find I friendly?
I think you are.
You think I over friendly?
Sometimes.
Like how?
Your personality. Remember I mentioned that he does hug and thing.
Yeah, I love people, male and female. So it's not like
Yeah.
as strangers, dudes on the street. Where you seen Jerry, where you seen one dog thing? That is me.
Yeah, that's you. So, like, there was this one time, there was a situation where there was a young lady, of course, because it wouldn't be a guy. And that you have to understand, it would not be a guy. A guy
I
is
know, I
not
know.
going to be my problem unless he is. You feel me?
What is the situation?
So, right. So, he was aware that this young lady was, let me say, an issue. You saw her once, you tell her hi for the night. We leaving, he had to go and tell he leaving. What are you doing that for?
What are you talking about?
Well, you can't remember.
Use Mr. Manners.
You asked me, and I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That was, I thought,
I
this is my thing.
I
She is
am-
not important. She's not important. She was an issue. You already did the mannerly thing. You're there. You're okay, hi. Well, you don't leave me to go back to tell she that you're leaving. Now I starting to wonder, why are you telling her that you're
I'm so
leaving?
friendly. Yeah.
Why does she
Because
need to
I
know
am
that you're leaving?
Because I
Did you
just
hear
have
what I
to
said?
do that. I am JD,
Did
and
you-
if I don't, people, he feel he there and he there. You
And
know,
who-
quick as this guy,
you see,
he feel he there.
Who cares about what they think?
Yes.
You have to be
But
concerned.
Janisa, with all fairness, even if it's fellas, our culture is when we leaving anywhere, we just go and tell that man, yo, later.
The
later.
determinant
It's a
factor in
culture.
this thing, as I said, you were very much aware that the young lady was a problem.
Who we talking about here?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we do call
Because I
names.
can't call somebody's name, but you understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
of course.
You
Okay, I
understand
know
what?
who we talking about?
Well, right. So, I done there.
Well, I mean,
This
ma'am,
writing small.
back to the lady.
Yeah,
But if it's a particular person that you know your husband or anything had a history with, obviously, come on, dog.
So then why did you go back to, because that is what I'm talking about. Why did you go back to tell the person?
Cannot it's a yay or nay because I don't know who we talking about. Well, you may take off the mic.
No, Judy, it doesn't matter. You're now saying if that was the particulars, then you should not have
I
gone
taking
back.
off the mic.
Nah, forget.
Bye bye. And she ain't tell me who it is on it. She ain't tell me who it is. I could not die.
Could we end the show, please?
All right, so let me end my closing thoughts by saying, Miss Lady, I humbly believe that the lift up thing was out of order. Talk to him about that as they say you did. But in this life, right, don't beat up yourself and hurt up your head on things that could just fly. Choose your battles in this thing. You understand? You have to choose your battles. Because you want to go and study how to go and tell him that, and then, but I could only imagine if you might be have problems with all kind of thing. I would like to talk to the man. You understand? Choose your battles, and don't lose your good man to game out there for some other woman to go and take him, and then you end up now with
if
a
another
bad
woman,
man.
if another woman takes him, she did her favor because
the brother
people
sounded
can't
like
be
a
people
good-
can't be taken.
Thank you.
Janisa,
People can't be
you
taken
know-
unless they wanted to be taken.
Thank you.
Also, again, I would just respectfully say, even if we have a good life and I have one issue, I should be able to tell my partner.
Amen.
There we go.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that you're a good man, so I can't say
And okay,
that
and
there's one issue that we need to discuss.
all I saying is some things you just need to
And I
some
agree,
things you just
and I
sense
agree,
out of nonsense,
and I agree
and just
100%.
chalk it up to maturity and just
I
function.
agree with choosing your battles, but I don't agree with self-sabotage.
All of this new age
This is not
things
new
you
age.
like to
This is not
self-sabotage.
new age. This is not new age at
New
all.
age kind of flows.
This is not new age at all.
What is self-sabotage?
Why do you think it's new age though? How does that become new age?
What is that? You used to hear that long time?
Long time. I read books. And outside of reading books, I can speak for myself.
You know what that sound like? A bunch of problems they're giving all to use new terminology for to cause blasted problems and all the flicking marriage. That's
Boy. Not flicking like a candle.
Self-sabotage.
No,
that's why we grandparents and them last so long, because all they read a set of books.
Oh
with
my
all
God.
kind of thing in it.
JD, sign off because I think you have a headache.
I'm not talking about reading books, but it's the relationship books and this and that and this and that, and he's a narcissist. I'm not gonna no, I'm not condoning narcissism.
Jerry, you are on a roll and going nowhere.
No, every man is a narcissist. You don't even know what is narcissistic from not no more.
You sound triggered, and I think you should just say good night because you ain't saying
I
nothing.
don't want this woman to lose she good relationship.
She's not going to lose. You know why
because she watching too
Let
much
me tell you
cable.
something. If you can't speak to your partner, you've already lost. We're not making her lose anything. She asked, how do I speak to him without him reacting? So in the first place, you are saying your partner is trying to talk to you and you have the wrong reactions in the first place, and I was trying to not to say it.
You have no respect.
If you cannot speak to the person and the person doesn't roll their eyes and stuff like we in primary school, you already lost.
You know why he
And
rolling his
another
eyes?
thing,
You feel he got there because he wake up this morning and he roll his eyes because he said, God, this woman
he probably rolled his eyes. He's
something.
probably rolling his eyes because he doesn't know how to take accountability.
She probably rolling his eyes because she's already becoming a nag. And the Bible speaks about women
The Bible
who
does speak about that.
go in the left wing, and a
The
lot of you
Bible-
women don't know when you start to turn into nags. You have to watch yourself.
The Bible does speak about that. But if you don't want your woman to become a nag, then you have to become an equal partner with her. So if she says to you, can you listen?
Equality.
No, I said equal partner with you. If you don't want your woman to become a nag, we look at communication.
The Bible
If
never
I
tells me
say-
how women not to become a nag. you know.
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. If you don't want your woman to become a nag, you have to become an equal partner with her. So in your life, if she says to you, can you move your shoe from there? Right? If you don't listen, you don't hear it on the first. So we could leave that first time. Right? The second time, she said, but he probably didn't hear me the first time. I come in, I say, hey, Frank, don't forget the shoe there. We have guests coming tomorrow. Let's say you really don't hear her that second time again. All right? She moves it for you. That situation done. Next situation, same thing. Hey, you could come and defrost this chicken for me. You're watching your game. You decide, I'll do it after. She asks another time, do you see what's going wrong? So somebody cannot be labeled a nag if the communication is wrong. If somebody is communicating something to you and you are not even acknowledging that you heard what was said, it's wrong to label that person if there's no conclusion to that first part of your communication. Can you? What happens after can you? So somebody is forced to communicate one message. Hold on.
You think the Bible was talking about those examples when they say a woman? So a woman is never a nag.
I
then.
never said that, JD. I'm simply talking about how people are labeled wrongly. If I'm consistently telling you the same thing over and over, why do you think that is?
What makes a woman a nag in your perspective?
All right. In my opinion, a nag could be somebody who is literally miserable.
Like how? Like what?
Let's say she walk in the house Oh God, you ain't doing nothing with yourself.
No. Ease up with that tone. Because that doesn't have to be the tone all the time.
Well, then I don't know how. Because
also, you think nagging is just a tone?
I think nagging is going into someone's space and prodding them. Prodding means you're in their space and you're drilling stuff in them, and it's like you're somebody hoarding over somebody, with the wrong tone, yeah, it's like you're communicating wrong, whether it's over and over or over, you're bothering people.
I don't think tone has anything to do with it. You could be very soft spoken, but you're nagging not your damn tail.
So can you so my thing with nag, based on what I've heard in 2025, is to nag is to do something over and over. So that's why I went to communicate. If someone is communicating something with you and you're not putting the full stop by that communication, and the person has to do it over and over again. Men in this century, they will label you as a nag.
In this century,
forget it.
Men, biblical, the Bible talk about it,
All right, so let's take out of this century. But if somebody is communicating something to you over and over, and you are not putting that full stop there, am I then supposed to shut up? So so when I shut up, then
wow,
I know I can't shut up. I can withhold then my stuff. But what I'm talking about is don't label somebody something when you are not holding your end of the bargain. In communication. It's not about putting up a clock. It's not about sweeping the floor. It's about I'm communicating with you, but you are not putting the full stop by the communication. So I'll have to say it again. And I have to say it again because I'm trying to get an answer.
So by this man, when her coming to tell him about his personality again, he rolling the eyes because he's just a madman.
No, I didn't say that, right? I said he probably did that because he doesn't know how to be accountable. He's annoyed by somebody trying to tell him what to do. It's a whole bunch of questions because we don't know.
What you just did was an oxymoron. He's getting annoyed because somebody telling him what to do.
No, what I said
she
was...
probably did it over and over and over
I
again.
love the words probably. We don't know.
Well, we don't know.
And this is what I'm saying. To label someone as something incorrectly because you are not doing your part of the communication is unfair. So I think people can be nags. It's not necessarily stuck to gender. Like a woman is not the only person that can be a nag.
Men are quick to say women as well.
Yeah, because you don't want to do something when you're asked, not told.
You know what's funny? As I said at Kenora, all right, Bab, who is here, of course, one of our main guests for this evening. Yeah, well, it's your fifth closing thoughts.
No, we're not closing thoughts. We just end up talking here, bro.
Right? You say men are quick to say women are nags.
Yeah.
Do you or women ever call men nags?
Do anything bother you that is important?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's why we can come up with the phrase and say,
you know, we are really two completely different species, Things is about us, But you know what?
Go in the bedroom and laugh and play it off normal and come home and then afterwards.
No. You see, let me tell you something. If Alyuh be a little bit more like us, Alyuh will have a much more stress-less relationship.
That's incorrect because
Alyuh is thing on too much
that's incorrect.
Nonsense.
JD, that is
I don't see this week, JD, but get
that's really inconsiderate to say because if we look at
how you all don't say men are nags.
So why? First of all, the young man was right here, and he expressed that men do not know how to communicate. You'll have to have a conference to learn, or for somebody to tell you all the importance of communicating with ourselves first. Let's talk to men.
For a particular type of man. He no, that's space for men to go and cry and thing. I don't even know where to go and cry, but I didn't want to fight him.
It's not about crying, and this is the next issue that you think that getting together means crying. It's a problem.
Why go?
That you think that when men get together is about learning to cry. It's a problem. We just exhibited the fact that you all do not communicate.
Express.
And life is, you cannot get, even God communicated for things to come into being. God, with his mouth, had to communicate into the atmosphere for light to come.
Yeah, we were built.
Listen to what
to
I'm
take
saying.
it, keep it moving.
Jerry,
that's why we are the head and not the covering. If we were not, if we were built like
all, men can't lead right now.
No, we could lead, but if we were built like you all, we would not be the head. It has to have a reason.
So we are the helpmeet. And if you understand that, then why label us wrongly? If you do understand that we are your helpmeet and we are trying to help you be better, then why label us wrongly for helping you to be better? And
There's
I'm not
a difference
talking
between helping
but then
and overstressing, which could turn into nags.
okay, and if that is what you're dealing with, then by all means. You know, some people could create a monster and then afraid of the dark.
Of course.
So if that is not what you're dealing with, but you're dealing with normal communication, but you can't communicate.
Create a monster.
No, I would always say that.
You know, the monster could always be inside, eh?
I understand that.
And you just
but
feed it.
Yeah, you feed it. So what I'm saying is, it's like a trigger. Somebody triggers, you know, people that say only when, for oil to thing, you had to press the grape. So a lot of us don't know what is inside. So whether it's inside or outside is a very weak point to make to me. Because what we're trying to say is, if you don't know how to communicate and you understand, where's the head? Great, be the head.
Where's the function?
But if we have to get you saying you're the head, men don't do this and men don't do that. But if you respect the position that God gave the woman in your life, then why not shake up a little bit? Right? So that your headship could really be seen and felt and respected by ushering the spirit needed to listen to the guidance. It's not nagging. If it is nagging, it's nagging. You deal with that. But other than that, a natural communication from your life mate, your partner, should not be deemed nagging.
We're going a little bit overboard tonight. Cheryl says, no, JD, it's not about crying alone. Men are human and they have feelings just like women. And guess what? Most of us can afford, you understand, to be in that space to be showing it because we don't have no time for that. We have to work.
What?
Oh my God.
We don't have no time for that. We have the time for that. We don't have time for that. We have to work.
JD,
right?
JD, listen to me.
So men have to do.
Hold on. Working is beautiful. Working is necessary, right? It doesn't absolve you from the responsibility of taking care of your mental health, right? Which is being able to express. If you need to find a place where men do it, fine, do it. But don't down the man who recognizes the worth in being vulnerable to the very Y chromosome that God gave him.
All right, so these kind of things is happening August the 9th. We have a panel. The panel is Michelle Sylvester and
like we had to bring Babab because I find she has some sense here.
Babab going to be there, you understand? Of course, we'll see if we could probably talk to her and see if she could probably come on a late half sponsorship. Maybe she could do us something. We don't know.
No problem. That's not a problem.
Oh, God, we could talk the business.
Yes, to me.
And so it's that kind of atmosphere, guys. And it's $200 a ticket, food inclusive. You come out, you come with your husband, you come with your
drinks.
Right, you buy your own drinks.
So
and we also
what JD was talking about, because JD, you really I love this podcast, God knows, because that what you said is saying if they pay $150 and they bring the food, if it go cut down.
No, I'm telling you.
We respect people out here anymore.
Yeah,
we don't.
It's serious. Yeah,
so
that's
JD,
that.
all he laugh, we just be laughing. Sometimes he does make sense of what he's saying.
Yeah, sometimes when no, don't do that at all because I am. But you see, people don't know that.
Yeah, I'm playing with you.
Very good.
Because
I am very quick to tell you when you are.
Yeah, you do.
Nah, I like how you.
But you like to be miserable. He miserable.
August the 6th. All right, Cafe Blues, karaoke. Well, watch many karaoke. I'm looking forward to the karaoke because real people
August
feel
the
they can
9th,
sing.
JD.
Yes, August the 9th. And the entertainment. Well, you know we don't stick with the entertainment because you know we are entertainers. It's gonna be fire. Nisa, you singing on your night? What you doing?
Ask me again.
You singing on your night, huh?
Ask me one more time.
Are you singing?
So why you had to ask me 3 times?
Okay,
You're
cool.
nagging me.
Oh, you have jokes. Take a laugh.
I just showed you now. You'd be
All right, so get your tickets on Island. Eat tickets. That
laughing long so.
That laugh long. Like the long laugh. Get your tickets on islandetickets.com. And my friends, $1,000. We're wrapping up now. $1,000 is for the best, the livest audience. Kenora said she taking it already.
Yeah.
And we want to say thank you so much to Minding My Business Kingdom Academy. It's a gated cafe and it's a space where you could Go have your cafes, your lattes, that kind of thing. It's a gated tea area, it's a cafe area, and it's also a space for developing, nurturing entrepreneurs, business owners, life coaching, connections, and all of that. That is a place you could be finding me all the time. And it's a place you could rent to, right? When you have your little conferences and your meetings, you could go and have one day. I think, Nisa, we need to do a little podcast from there that night.
Yeah, I just have one thing to say before we say goodnight, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Nisa, they sponsoring the $1,000 for the best
Right,
for the livest audience.
For the livest audience. Yeah, I just want to leave with the people. I don't know how many people. I think I'm seeing 40. Is it 40? 60?
62.
62.
On this side, yeah.
In terms of the topic and the last thing that the woman said, this is the man saying, this is who I am. I'm 44 years of age. And I got to a point in my life where I didn't like who I was. Right? Meaning, it's not that I was a bad person and I was very strong. I ain't afraid nobody, things that could protect me, actually. But one of the things now, I asked the Holy Spirit. I went on a 2-week fast, and I said I wanted to learn who the Holy Spirit was, right? And I wanted to change certain things about me, so people now they would recognize I don't speak very loudly. I'm not very and whatever. And I'm saying that to say, God knows that there's another woman, there's another man inside of you, one that the Spirit could dwell in. A lot of us want to hold on to things about ourselves that we think, it's me and nobody can. Listen, when God wants to mold your character to take you to the places where you have to sit, where you have to speak, where you have to rub shoulders with people that could take you to the next level, He will change your character. So if you want to be someone's wife or someone's husband or someone's mother, bet your bottom dollar, if you're connected to the Holy Spirit, there are going to be changes in you so that you could facilitate where He is going to put you. So let's not just be so high and mighty and this is how I is. I talk loud. Nobody can do me nothing. And the Holy Spirit is tempered. You understand? There's beauty and grace, right? It doesn't mean that people can abuse you, but allow the Spirit to change the things in you so that you become the best spouse you could be, the best sister, the best mother, the best employee, the best neighbor. It's not about what you think you're born with in the flesh, because remember, we're born in sin and shaped in iniquity. And not everything that you feel you should say and you feel is right. Remember, once you're connected to the vine, you had to reflect Him. So no matter what the situation or the circumstances, make sure that you're repping Christ, especially in your relationships. You understand? I just wanted to leave that, all the kicks aside, because if you know me, people know me, I just try to go back to the Word. I try to go back to representing Christ in all things. If you have a spouse and you cannot speak to them, you're in a bad space. If you believe that this is how you is and that's how God make you, but you recognize when you are that person, look at how people respond. It may not be the best thing, right? So let the Holy Spirit do what He needs to do.
Just to tap on what you're saying there, sometimes we as women, so the women on the live right now and on YouTube, with men also, we go to men to say something, and when we notice it's triggering, because they will be like, oh God, they come again, or we as women who say we are in Christ need to say, Holy Spirit, you direct me. You find the words for me to speak to Him, for Him to understand how I feel. Too much of times we move in flesh and not with the Holy Spirit. And understand that the Holy Spirit is always there with you. So once, and to the woman who sent in the message, this is my tip to you. Go back to the drawing board, and this time you're going with the Holy Spirit when you go to your husband. And if you see that as you open your mouth, he's going to roll his eyes, know that you haven't gone with the Holy Spirit. Go back and get the Holy Spirit and say, God, oh Holy Spirit, go before me. And you will see the change in the whole atmosphere. That the situation will become a joke, all kind of thing. And you'll say, boy, I didn't know that I affected it so much, Nisa. So yeah, well, next time, upon nipping it. And both of you get in a better space and go to the next level. Because too much of times you just go, you see that you lift up the girl there, what happen if it,
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of times we move
in flesh.
that's what I'm saying, on emotion. You
Emotions.
feel it, you
Yep.
say it, you think it, you say it. That is not cool. I remember when God told me, people that say, yeah, I'm God. The Spirit of God impressed upon me that this man, who is my now husband, is his. Said, JD is my son. What your concerns were in that moment, he said, come to me with it.
Wow.
It had many moments where I feel thing in my belly, like, oh God, like, I don't know. Like, so in other words, bring it to me and you wait.
Amen.
And it sometimes the wait is tough.
Yep.
But if you know
Rewarding.
that you're doing it the right way, the change will come.
Yes.
You understand? And that's another encouragement.
Amen.
Clappers for these two women this evening. All right. Many of you in the comment section is punching down at me. All you're fighting your boy. You're talking stupidness. That is all you're telling me. I said what I said. All right. Family, cool it. You go hit you in the front, you know. You go see you come back here and say, boy.
If you're trying to end the podcast, you cannot end with stupidness.
I did not end, boy.
No, what I say is you just joke too much, bro.
I respect what you say and I value it. And what you said it has a lot of weight, you know. I honestly think so. That's why I give already clappers.
What's your face, Kenora?
I give all the clappers. But I know many of you women in the comment section, all right? All you like talk.
Yeah, if a lot
All
of
you
us,
like
if a
talk.
lot of us relax, it will have no anointing oil to anoint the
I
doors
know
and
what
the
telling
doors.
all this.
If a lot of us relax, we wouldn't have no breakthroughs. If a lot of us relax, we wouldn't have elevation. If a lot of us relax,
I'm
there
not
will
talking
be.
about that,
But I am talking about it.
I'm talking. Okay, you know what?
If a lot of us relax,
you
bro.
see,
If a lot of us relax, all it is.
Like Cicely, pray and go in your bed,
All it is
JD.
claim headship. But if a lot of us relax, there will be no prayer in the home.
Correct.
If a lot of us relax, there will be a lot of nothing, bro.
See.
There will be a lot of nothing.
I'm not
just
talking
bringing
about all of
just
that.
The
All
money coming in.
in terms of
God's coming
just the
in.
money in.
Yes.
Just the money coming in. And
Yes, I know your ego.
yeah, it's all it is like. There's always saying you to Ben, you know.
Who? You see my side?
There's always saying you to Ben.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. End this podcast, man, please.
Kenora, they're asking you to give your information one more time so you can get in contact. She has this competition going on here where you could win $5,000, and that is not $5,000 monopoly money, real money. How can they win $5,000?
Easy. Just purchase 2 of the BAP set, which is $540 for one. So that'll be $1,080 something. And afterwards, you're taking out your before picture in their clothes, and then after you're taking your after picture in the same set clothes. The most likes win. But I think we're going to be tweaking that. When I put them in the group, we're going to see what they vote on. But yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. It's just to motivate, because that's it's my birthday and I was going to think. So I say, yeah, what? Why not just let somebody, you know?
Yeah, me, I no disrespect, boy. Once my belly gone down $1,000 or nothing, I just want to go and put on that second jersey. All right, and
we do it. Let's do it.
We on. So this is a 3-time session.
3 sessions, and that's like a week and some days, about 4 days max.
So what you see in here, guys, is someone who did the
body
left
sculpt.
Body sculpting, right? Left 3 days before the session, and this is after. All right. So and that number again,
396-5834.
Okay, guys,
396-5834.
5834. So the number is in the comment section. Kenora, thank you so much for coming through. We wanted to have you here because we say, hey, watch man, we don't want no phone call. We want to see your face. We want to meet you, and persons love you. Of course, thank you for bringing your audience here this evening as well.
That's no problem.
August the 9th, we on, right?
Yes, I will be there, God spare.
Yeah, we will put things in place to see if we could do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Watch where we get you. August the 9th is a scene. Nisa?
Yes.
Don't come in my head tonight and tell me when we going on sleep out.
I have nothing to say, and as the Holy Spirit say.
Right?
That's how we moving.
It's eat and sleep. You know, you have a kind of way 2 o'clock in the morning. So here now, what you say on the live, you really mean
I have a couple questions to hit you.
You really mean?
I have a couple.
All right, guys. So we out. Thank you for watching another episode of JD's Vlog. My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And
Bap. God first, fry bacon lime afterwards.
Yes, I.
No, this is fried bacon lime. Shoo! See you next week. Let me just let you know if it's Saturday or Sunday, because a couple weekends we'll be doing it on the Sunday. And what's it today?
The 22nd.
Right. So we back next week Saturday. Please God, we back on the Saturday. Next week Saturday.
JD, how much shares we get?
Yeah, Ocean keep asking. Thank you, Ocean. We have
the oceans rise and thunders roar.
we have 34 shares.
Thank you, guys.
You drop a bomb for that. And shout out to everyone who watch the rerun through in the week. Some persons can't watch on the weekend. All right. So see you all. Online tickets for this is at islandetickets.com only. Head across now to islandetickets.com. And a lot of people don't know, they forget to purchase things online. You always have to have a credit card. Not for islandetickets.com. If you have your regular, a debit card, you could purchase your ticket. All right?
Okay.
And head across to YouTube. Show your boy some love. That's my new song. And thank you for all the donations. That is the PayPal. This is the Cash App. This is the Republic Bank. All right? We out. See you all next week. Please, God. Get them a wave, they can. Nice. Nisa, get them the wave. Okay, we out again.
Podcast, read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All these sponsors ready, the big steps ready, the internet above the turn up. Welcome to the
Little Caesar's Fantastic 4-in-1. 4 different topping combinations, 1 delicious pizza.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. No matter what.
Get a fantastic 4-in-1 pizza at a fantastic price, only at Little Caesar's.
Pizza.